Uh-oh. Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down. New York City, NYC. Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. New York City. New York, if the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy, rim rocking, shot blocking, boy. We are not stopping, aiming at that shit with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange, and everybody's starving.
Así te quiero encontrar. Yeah, what's good, what's good? You know what it is? It's your boy Ruel. It's the Organic Fanatics. And if you're looking at this podcast, if we look a little bit different, it's because we're in another round. We're round 2. You know what I'm saying? We at another level. We've achieved another level. Another one. You know what it is. It's your boy Ruel. And I'm back with the usual suspect. They all here. New Knicks. Talk to him, sir. Que lo que?
What's poppin', TOF family? Was poppin', was goody, was poppin'. Welcome to the TOF show. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here rocking and vibing with your brochachos here. Yeah, I mean. Shout out to my brother for always coming through quarterbacking after his senior citizen sleep time. Shout out to my cousin for taking his Little Red Riding Hood off and throwing on his Knicks uniform during work. Yeah, I mean, representing the Knicks at work. And shout outs to y'all, the group chat, live, replay gang, everybody.
Yeah.
All love. Welcome back home.
And of course, I went with my primo hermano, brother, sangre, my guy, machetazo, que lo que, manito.
What's going on, fellow Marine? What's going on, you niggas? What's going on, primitos? What's up, family? Dios te lo bendiga. Dios bendiga a todo el mundo, man. Que lo que, mi gente la 110. What's going on, Knicks fan? From all over Manhattan, New York City, Atlanta, Georgia, Florida,
Philly,
even out west,
Philly,
everywhere around the world, Japan,
out in Philly,
Australia, Philly, especially all our fans out in Philly. Shouts out to everybody. Welcome to your Organic Fanatic Show. Please like, subscribe, and let's give them some good context, brothers, like you guys always do.
You know what we do. Pardon me, I mean to be. I was picking my teeth, and I didn't mean to be rude, but I just finished the temp. I just finished the starters, and right now this is the leftovers. This is the bench squad right now. This is the bench of Atlanta. So if you want to see the Atlanta bench, that's the Atlanta bench. Look at that. Don't they look richer? That's the Atlanta bench. We said we was having wings. You Knicks had, my brother had C.J. McCullough and Jalen Johnson. Machete had his. I got the rest of, I had to eat the rest of the starters. And we got a couple of the bench players left over. So if you guys want some of the bench players, yes, sir, you see that? Extra crispy. Got that nice little sauce on it. You know what I'm saying? The Atlanta Hawk wings. We had our Hawk wings. Hopefully you had your Hawk wings as well. Got a few finishing up here. So we doing good. We feeling fat and happy after that first round. You know what I'm saying? We making some room. We're making some room because after this we might be having some Philly cheese sandwiches.
Some Philly cheesesteaks
Philly cheese sound good.
sandwiches.
Sound delicious.
Philly cheese fakes.
The
Yeah, I'm down
the
for it.
cheese fakes, the cheesy fakes. Hey, we got a lot
Some
to talk about.
fromage steak
Very good.
sandwiches.
Yeah, so we got it back. Now we got round two against the Philadelphia 76ers. We had some time to rest. The team was rested. They was they was not me. I'm on daddy mode, so we doing all types of. But they was rested. They was looking at who are we gonna play today? Who we playing? Who are we gonna play? And Philadelphia, surprise. Let's talk about it first. You got the Boston Celtics, as Machete like coins it. The Boston Celtics. They were up 3-1. They went into the next couple of games eating with bread and butter because they got Butterfingers and they fumbled the bag. How do you lose being up 3-1? Can you? I don't know if you guys can explain it. Can you guys let me know how do you lose 3-1? You're beating this team to a pulp. Then you allow them to get back their best player, allegedly, Embiid. One eye Willie. And then they come back and beat the Boston. What a fumble! And did you know this was the first Celtic team to ever lose 3-1 series? They were 32-0 before this Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum catastrophe. Boston, it must suck to be you guys. Your fans are.
I mean,
They,
I mean,
they shit in the bed.
I was looking. I'm looking over here. The night that we beat the crap out of Atlanta, right, 140-89, and we won the series 4-2, right. They also Boston lost to the 76ers. The 76ers won 106-93 and tied the series 3-3. So Boston couldn't close the deal. They were in the first quarter. It was Boston 23-20. That game, right? And then the second quarter, Philly pissed on them 38-26. And then in the third quarter, they got them again 24-14. But Boston was able to come back and beat them 30-24. In that sample, yes, sir, 30-24 and beat them 106-93. So I don't know what's up with that. So, and then I was trying to look at the second game, which was the other night. They lost 100 to 109. What was the fucking box score? Yeah, it was going to be, again, 76ers the first quarter, had them 32-19. And then Boston came back and had them 31-23 the second quarter. And then Boston, and the 76ers 33-25. And it was kind of back and forth, but they just barely beat them 109-100. So they couldn't close the deal. It was very suspect to me that Tatum they had him in out. It's just the night. Why bring him back in the most important game, the last game, possible last game that you're gonna have of the season? Take him out. What was the whole point of bringing him back from the Achilles heel?
I mean, he felt he was ready, but
to get knocked out the first round.
I mean, he felt something on his opposite leg and tightness, and that's more than likely when he's coming from surgery. They had overcompensating on his injured leg. You know what I mean, and then force the other one. But they paid him $300 million. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Like
right. So then that's not a smart move. Once again, this is why. Look. Fuck Boston. But this is why.
First of all,
we did maintenance with Mitch Rob, so we don't do stupid shit like that. Because now, it's like we were saying, you don't just come back from surgery. You got to be very cautious with the guys coming back from surgery, and I'm including Deuce and I'm including Shaman. Because look what happens, and especially the Achilles tear is bad. You shouldn't be coming within a year. You should have rested the whole entire year. They should have rested him. I think I've said this. It was gay, but if they wanted to bring him back, I even said if they wanted to bring him back, that's not our problem. They brought him back, and exactly what happened. It just happened now later on in the season, but it eventually was going to happen where what you said was going to happen, where he injured one leg because he was compensating with the other, and so he ended up injuring something else. This is why you don't come back from surgery within months. So you got to be cautious with players. You got to be cautious even with Deuce and Shannon, right? But that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, but
But
even
that's the fucking Boston's problem.
yeah,
And
exactly.
so I think it was a stupid move bringing him back so soon from an Achilles injury.
Man, the only reason why they pulled him out, he had his period, the tampon got stuck, and hey, fuck them all.
Some sand got in his clit.
Yeah, and then, you know what I mean? It got chafy.
He had a butt tampon.
His his cooch got chafed.
Say,
That nigga got a chafy cooch.
hey, salute to Misery Loves Company. Peace up, A-Town down. Salute to everybody in the ATL. We got love for y'all. We just don't fuck with your team. We fuck with Atlanta. We just don't fuck with your team. So whatever. They got roast turkey. Salute to Keith. Keith, hopefully you had your wings, my brother. Hopefully you had your wings. Hey, salute to Drum Effects. First time in here. Appreciate you, my brother. At Drum Effects, appreciate you. Hey, hopefully you had your wings. I had mine. I still got the 5. I got the bench left over, so I'm gonna be eating up the bench later. My brother's about to smoke on that Atlanta pack. He got the Atlanta pack.
Got the Atlanta pack all rolled up. I got, it's called Hawk Tui.
Hey, early with the lefts, Keith. You know what?
I'm smoking that Hawk Tui.
Hawk to Hey, but fuck Boston again. First and foremost, listen, yo, it feels so good to see them have such an epic collapse. To see, was it Phil Simmons? To see all the real people that was talking all that. Colin.
Hey guys, I'm let me punch out. I'll be right back.
Colin Coucher, mute it. There you go. But now we got rid of Boston, and listen, everybody that's out already, we've kind of already beat their ass. So I don't want no excuses throughout this playoffs. That's why I wanted everybody healthy. I'm glad Tatum was healthy. He tried to beat out whoever it was. No excuses. They got what? And B, glad he came back from surgery. I don't want no excuses. Oh, we would have beat you with Embiid. Nah. I want everybody healthy.
I can't listen.
Talk.
For Embiid, the only thing Embiid is facing, or
No, that's it. Magic won.
Mute your mic.
yeah,
Mute
but the only
Magic
thing
Cleveland in the fight.
Mute your mic.
The only thing Embiid is facing in his future, or not facing, is the cameramans in the locker room for round 2. Yeah, I mean, I expect to see another sad ass Embiid with sad ass excuses, and I dare that nigga to try to injure Mitch this time.
Yeah, we ready for
You saw what happened to homie in Atlanta, right? And he barely got paws on nigga. Try that shit this time.
Speaking of sad,
Try it this time. Dirty ass player.
Speaking of sad, how sad is it that they gotta beg their people, their fans, don't sell tickets to the Knicks fans? How sad is it that your arena has to not sell us tickets, which we're gonna get it anyway? If you don't know about New Yorkers, we hustle. We're gonna get the tickets. We don't care if, you know what I'm saying, where they whatever the price, it don't matter. It's how we do it.
You don't sell it to niggas. Niggas is getting got for their shit. You heard?
We'll jump you
Niggas
outside in the line.
Put asleep for them tickets.
Right in the line. Be like, yo, you got a flat tire. We don't support violence. We don't support. We're just allegedly. Just New Yorkers do what New Yorkers do. We are the city of hustle. So we're just saying, where there's a will, that we're gonna find a way. It's impossible for you not to have Knicks jerseys in there. And even if you didn't, we'll be outside. We'll be outside letting you know. We'll still be louder outside than you guys will be inside. But it's the matchup. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take over. You know what I'm saying? We just a hop and a skip drive away. From New York to Philly, it's right there. It's right there.
Hey, you heard the man. That nigga shook. Listen to me. Just by him making that statement, just by that little soft voice making that statement, I already know he's shook and looking for excuses. Bro, I can't wait. Listen. If the Knicks can carry out the TOF system and planning like we have been forecasting for many, 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 many shows, many shows. Yeah, I mean, but I haven't heard nobody give us credit, but I'm fine with that.
It's all right.
But listen, they shook, and that's about it. And if we play how we play, we're gonna demolish them. And I hope we get the brooms out on these niggas.
Here comes the
I hope
broom. Here comes the
they
broom.
get 0 wins. 0 wins. I hope we take 2 at their crib, 2 in ours, and get them out the way, just like we supposed to do.
That's
And
right.
remember, I called it here. Let's get the brooms out.
Just for stats, since we're bringing out stats, I got one stat that I just want just to be clear to all 30 teams. There's only one team that advanced to the second round or past the first round of the series in 4 straight years. Do you know who that team would be? Knicks. Do you know who that
Who
team?
would that be?
I don't. I'm thinking it's the New York Knickerbockers. We're the only team
Can it be?
in 4 years,
Yeah.
back to back to back to back. We've advanced past the first round for 4 years straight. Just we're just gonna live that a little thing for you to ponder on. We don't just get to the playoffs; we advance, and not just that. Now this year, we're gonna we working to go a little bit more. We got the Philadelphia
I
76ers.
don't know. I don't know. That sounded kind of shaky, boy. We coming for that chip and nothing else.
That's
We
it.
ain't coming for more. We ain't coming for just a participation trophy, nigga. You can hand that to the Spurs, OKC, whoever the fuck we play out west. Hand them the participation trophy, cause we taking that chip home.
Hey, you see, I try to be modest and my brother's street honest. Meaning straight up, no chaser. Let y'all niggas know the fuck the
Fuck
bullshit.
that.
That's my brother's initials.
Now
FTB.
back to
Fuck
this
the
Atlanta
bullshit.
pack.
My brother's gonna be on that Atlanta pack while you guys, he's got to get rid of the memories of Atlanta. Now we got the new one. We sat out. We had probably about a good 3 to 4 days rest. Couple of days of practice. Josh Hart was lingering a little bit with a little bit of back soreness, a little bit about it's a little lingering. But after 4 days rest, treatment, being at the crib, plus the fact that now that we have Philly, we don't have to travel because if Boston would have won, they would have had home court advantage. And now guess who has the advantage? We do again. Yay. We got the advantage against the Philadelphia 76ers the first 2 games
I,
are at the Garden. Go ahead.
Listen, to tell you my bad. To tell
Go
you the
for it.
truth, man, I really feel we would have mollywopped the shit out of Boston. I really wanted Embiid.
Yeah,
I really wanted Maxey.
me
I
too.
really wanted Paul George. I really wanted the rest of them bums that I can't even remember their fucking names. But this is Mitch's revenge series. This is the Knicks' revenge because we already dubbed them. They so whack, but this is our get back for Mitch. You know what I mean?
Redemption song. All I ever had. Redemption song. Listen, it's a difference from Atlanta trying to choose us and sitting out games to try to win us. There's a difference. We have an agenda. We got an agenda that New Yorkers ain't scared. You know what I'm saying? We don't care who it is, who you got on the court. We don't care. We're gonna come straight out and just whoop your ass. We want no excuses. We want everybody. We want everybody healthy. Get your mama on the court. Have her make you cookies. Whatever your routine is, it don't matter. Everybody. That's it. Philly. Everybody healthy. Nobody's injured. Thank you. Great. No excuses. Got you. We already beat Denver many times. Denver's out. Boston, they got served, destroyed, took their soul and broke up Boston last year. Now they really got to break up the team even deeper. And now we got our next teams that we're looking for. Philly, we owe you one. We beat you already. We beat you already. But this one is more for Mitch. Even though salute to Mitch being saying it's last year was last year. I'm just trying to play through things. Mitch is trying to be a little humble, but
Yo, shout out, hey, fuck the refs for throwing them out. Uh, Shout out to Mitch for keeping his composure when homie was trying to rip his arm out his socket, playing some dirty shit.
Dyson Daniels.
Yeah, I mean, and still kept his composure as homie was trying to peel Mitch off of him, but didn't have enough strength
You're weak.
to even budge Mitch twice. And after that little light skinned nigga said what he said to Mitch, well, you can't play with a nigga from Louisiana like that, boy. You get, boy, you turn into crawfish out here.
Not from the NO, you get the big old no. Not around here, boy. Not around here. Not from the
But
NO.
hey, Mitch was moving stadium seats. He was moving furniture, coaches.
Hey, salute to Mike Van Gundy. Salute to Mike Van Gundy, who was under the sneaker like Jeff Van Gundy from what was it 99 2000. That was hilarious. The new Mike Van Gundy. That was hilarious. Now, hey, listen. Now we locked and loaded, and right, we're watching this game now. We're watching the ops. I'm watching the ops a little bit. So it's Cleveland Cavaliers 99-84 in the fourth quarter. 5:52 left. They should be facing Detroit, who Orlando Magic fumbled the bag also. They fumbled and had this team won. Salute to Paulo Banchero to reclaiming his name and won. But Detroit won. Detroit advanced. Now it should be Detroit more than likely against Cleveland, if that's what it's looking like. They're ahead. So it's going to be Cleveland, Detroit. And we want either one of those two, too. We've been beating Cleveland for a while, so I don't want no excuses from Detroit either. Whoever it is, we got it. Let's go. We'll fight y'all to the end. They got the Philadelphia 76ers, though. How do you think Joel Embiid, PE, was it Poppin' Pills, Podcast P? How do you think the series goes? I mean, I think it's gonna be a good series. No disrespect to the team. We joke around and have fun, all that. But I mean, my brother brings a lot of disrespect to it. My brother's not bringing any respect to Philly. My brother's fuck a Philly.
Yeah.
Fuck a Philly. Game wise, though, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, you got Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, young cats, athletic, probably the fastest guys in the league right now, which is good. That's their advantage. What they have, they can run the paint, fast break. Maxey's gotten a lot better with his 3-point shot. So they look good, but as a team, as a unit, as a collective, the Knicks defense, if we have any resemblance to what we just did to that last game, to even half that energy, I still don't think Philly can.
You know where that description sounds very familiar because people were saying the same thing about Atlanta. Oh, they could run. Oh. They're so fast. They got CJ. CJ is the new Kobe. All these fucking podcasters, all these media personnels, Cowling Cowturd, what's homeboy that reached out to you on Instagram? Homeboy that reached out to you on
Lou Williams.
Lou Will, yes. I'm saying to me, my brother's not the disrespectful one. That nigga.
I mean, I let him know. I'm gonna speak truth. I'm definitely gonna let somebody know.
Listen, you and your homeboy, straight clowns. Everybody that shitted on the Knicks, straight clowns. Stephen A. Smith, straight clown. Like, everybody that's on the bandwagon that really, like, bro, we don't need y'all kind of niggas, you know what I mean, speaking Nick's name, making it taste like ass when you speak it. You know what I mean? Like, nah, we not doing that.
I knew. Salute to Lou Will for reaching out. I reached back to him, but for him at least I can respect. He did say I told him he did say it could go either way. Chandler Parson went a little bit left and this and then listen. And I expect different for people playing the game. Yeah.
All respect to Lou Will, one of my favorite players ever. But listen. Shout out to you as a player. Shout out to you as a media personnel.
He's from ATL, so
but if you go against my squad, you see what happens. Yeah, you know what I mean, and Atlanta's your team, so you know they got destroyed. Let's shh. Gave you a little pow pow. We gave you a little pow pow. You heard? The rest of the league is on the way to it. You heard?
Hey,
You heard?
just
We smoking on packs over here. Bring them by. We roll them up. We light them up.
listen. This
Then
year,
we toke them up, baby. Pack on pack on pack on pack.
just listen. This year is we put some respect on it. That's what this playoffs is gonna be. That's what we're gonna be calling it. Put some respect on our name. That's what we're talking about on our fan base.
All three of them.
On
All three of them.
not only just them, just everybody. Anybody shitting on the Knicks, they haven't won it. Listen, when we win this, put some motherfucking respect on the name. That's all we say. That's it. Put some respect on the name, and then we'll give you a pass if you've been asked what your takes.
Respect.
We'll give you a pass.
Respect my city. Respect my squad.
See the squad. Salute to them.
Sure.
I think it's a running back podcast. So I mean, they doing their thing. Salute to them, the shorty out there. They doing their thing. Lou will. Yeah, we give you a pass. And I mean by that much. Nonetheless, we got the Philadelphia 76ers, which is ironic and it's kind of funny because even the 76ers fans didn't believe the 76ers were going to advance, which is kind of crazy. One of the best, and I'm sorry, running back was from the other dude. The dude from the running back podcast. I mean, there was people that didn't even believe that team was making. They're like, "Oh shit, we won that game. Let me jump right back on to the Philly bandwagon." Their own fans didn't believe it. If your own fans didn't back you, I mean, I can see it. I mean, your type of squad, the city, everybody backed up. But listen, I don't know. How's that first game look like to you, New Knicks? The first game. Go ahead. Tell me your thoughts.
Listen. I hear what you're saying, but I can't pick up what you're putting down because of the fact is that we whooped on these niggas last year.
Mm-hmm.
Straight barbecue chicken.
With half the people.
They a bunch of sack of potatoes and beads of potato. Shout out to Melvin. Yeah, I mean,
potato.
But a lot of these niggas is potato. Yeah, I mean, bro, I just want to see this from Mitch because I mean, listen. The thing is that they were saying, Philly came back because Joel Embiid came back. Joel Embiid is Mr. Glassman. He is probably at tip off. As soon as he look at Mitch, he might crumble and say his ankle hurt. So I couldn't put it past him. Yeah, you know what I mean. And then even if he's at his best, he's still not fucking with Cat. And we got Mitch. Like, we got too many. Like, bro, we should demolish them. It should be brooms out at Philly. And that's how I see it, bro. I think this should be a good payback for us, and they should be like practice dummies for us.
Yeah, we're gonna turn back. We're gonna turn MB back to Sloth from the Goonies. Hey, you guys! we're gonna turn MB back to Sloth from the Goonies. That's what he's gonna turn back to. Look, we beat them last year with less talent. So y'all still got the same coach and the same people. You add Paul George, who's on PEs, and he still can't beat us. It don't matter. It's gonna be a good series for you guys.
Word. Hey, can that nigga play on steroids? That nigga could play in the playoff on steroids?
He's still playing on steroids. I mean, come on. Yeah. That boy, 36 years old with mass surgery. He's
all good.
Look.
It's all good.
We'll allow it. Just for no excuses. We'll allow it. Go ahead and pop a couple of pills. Be the best podcast P that you can be. It don't matter. Take up pop 3 pills.
It don't matter because when I sick my nigga OG or Bridges on y'all bum niggas, it's a wrap for y'all. You like nigga, you about like 39. You right up there with Braun. Fucking and B's a bum, a cheating ass bum. A dirty playing bum.
A flopping fish.
Always bum. Injured ass bum. A nappy head ass bum.
Oh, we nappy.
Yeah, you know I mean, so
too.
Yo, go.
We can take out the nappy.
Yeah. That nigga got millions and he's still ugly, boy.
I can see that. If you got dough, at least get braids. And
Maxie gonna get locked down.
We nappy, but we
Maxie gonna get locked down. actually gonna get locked down. We're gonna stick Alvarado on him.
Plus Deuce.
You know what I mean?
Plus
So
Shamit.
plus Deuce, plus Shamit. Like we're gonna light their head up.
Listen, hey, Deuce is gonna low key have a good season this year, and don't forget that Embiid tried to fight with Cat in 2019. Remember, they was wrestling each other to the ground and headlocks and throwing each other to the ground. They fought like two titans. So there's bad blood with that. And then you got what you did with Mitchell. So you got 2 7-footers mad at you.
I forgot about that. Hey, I forgot. Hey, it's a whole different cat. It's a different cat from Cringer to Battle Cat, my boy. It's a big difference when you wear the blue and orange than that green and blue type shit over there. You heard? It's different over here.
They don't know we got B-Man and Battle Cat. They don't know that we got B-Man and Battle Cat. Salute to New Knicks is coming up with that, of course. And when we started coming up with that last year, they're like, "Yo, we should make the movie again for He-Man." Because now they got B-Man and Battle Cat in New York. We should make the movie. The Organic Fanatics is on some shit. Salute to Phil. I'm gonna steal his idea and make a movie of it again.
Yeah, I bet you. Listen, this is how all the mathematics be lining up and working out. I bet you the creator of that He-Man movie,
he's a subscriber.
Is a Knicks fan.
He's a Knicks fan.
He's a Knicks fan. He's probably one of our subscribers.
Salute to you, 477.
Salute to you. What was the name? Ultimate Universe or some shit.
Yeah. I don't know. So we got game 1 is tomorrow. New York Knickerbockers against the Philadelphia 67ers.
Wait, my bad. What was Masters of the Universe?
Yeah, Masters of the Universe. Yes, sir. Yeah. Big Country turned into a goon real quick. Hey, let's go. Salute to Misery Loves Company. He said they got us twice during our losing streak after the cup. That's all. Yeah, I said, listen, in season is one thing. That's after we had our hangover with the in season cup. Listen, more pops. Let them get whatever film they want. I don't even think Mitch played in both of those. Could have been, but nonetheless, it's all good. It don't matter. In season.
I seriously doubt it. No, I think Mitch was out for one of them Jones.
Probably both, but it's all good. Listen, that's water under the bridge, but that gives them something to feel a little happy about. But nonetheless, we got it. I ain't worried about it. It's gonna be a good series. I'm happy to be aggressive with them and take them on and win this game. I don't know. Game 1 tomorrow, 8 p.m. We got them 8 o'clock tomorrow at the Garden. It's a very important game. Knicks must win game 1. Same thing said in the Presidents. Whoever wins 1 is the most, it says something. They've been on the roll. They won 3 in a row against the Boston Celtics. They're probably going to be a little more tired. Go ahead, Knicks. What you got?
Listen, they were on the roll after that very super, the Fiverado. After that game where they discovered the Fiverado, they went on the roll after that and demolished, Atlanta after that. And we was at their home. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of people, even you and Machete was like, oh, they might give us a run. They're going to be at home. It's going to be a battle punch for punch.
That's what.
And I said, bro.
That's what's supposed to happen.
And I called it. I said, bro, the way they just played that Fiverado, they're going to take it to the next game. And I said what I said. So it just came to fruition what I've been saying. And like I said now, like they already got the gist of it. Like somebody bring up after Rick Brunson had that little lovely family conversation on the sidelines with Jalen Brunson, said, son, I love you so much. You're doing such a swell job. Why don't we just after that little convo,
that's what he said. Because when I
overheard, I I really didn't see it, but they said after that conversation, Jalen Brunson went directly back to Cat, and he had the towel over his or whatever. But they had a quick little convo, and yeah, I mean, even though people are saying that they credited to that, they were on the roll even before that happened. So let's get things cleared. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, that Rick Brunson made the change," but when they had that little convo, they was already rolling and they was on some shit. So it really wasn't that conversation now. That conversation did add and elevate. You feel what I'm saying? So I think the same thing is gonna happen with this last ass whipping. It's already here. It's already here. How could you revert and go backwards after this? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the Knicks that I said I wanted to see, and I've called it before, and I might sound exaggerated again right now.
Not you.
I might sound exaggerated, but I think this Knicks team, like I told my son earlier in the convo, might be the first team to hit 200. I don't know if it's in this series, the next series, but I don't see a realm of impossibilities. Yeah, I mean,
All right, let's go, Machete.
might be the first. I mean, we've been making history. Why not just end the year out with a little 200 piece?
Yep. You eating? You can jump in when you're ready.
Yo, what's that?
Okay.
What's that shit you be smoking?
What's that shit?
Cow,
Cow.
pass that shit over here,
That's that
B.
shit over here, son.
Check
Say
out.
cow. I'm
Yo,
smoking.
because that should be making you see the future, my nigga.
Yo, I mean, hey, they called me crazy. They called me crazy when I said the Knicks could score 70 to 80 points at the half. They said I was crazy
Anything's
when I
possible.
said the Knicks could score 140, 160, whatever it is.
Anything
And
is
that's
possible.
only off of 33. That's only off of 33 assists, which is kind of almost below what we do. So I say, imagine if we're playing the game that we're playing and we happen to reach an assist category, historical category of 50 plus assists. That's where my theory comes in and say we could reach 196 to 200 points.
Okay.
But
all
they
right.
don't take my word
Well,
for it.
we'll see.
Let us get 50 assists.
We got the first
Let us
game.
get 50 assists.
We got the first game
Hey,
tomorrow.
all right, look, hey, Knicks, everybody, front office, whole staff, building MSG. I need a 50. They wanted the 50 burger and all of that shit. I want the 50 assists. I want the 50 50 assists. We reached that 50. Watch it's coming. I just said it into the universe. It's coming this year. I said it. It's done.
50 assists. All right. Listen. I ain't mad at that. Machete, what are your thoughts tomorrow? We got Philadelphia 76ers. What does you're eating, but you want me to go? All right. Well, I'll get back to you.
Yo, CPR. Get him CPR. That nigga just said, oh, what was that?
You're on mute. All right. You want me to come back to you?
No, I mean, is it finished?
No, I was just saying for tomorrow's game. So tomorrow we got Philly. How does Philly? What is it? What do you think that What is the strategy for the Knicks tomorrow for the first game? Your thoughts. What you think they should do?
Well, we're gonna fill them out.
Pause. Pause. Right out the gate.
We're gonna fill them
Right
out.
out the gate with a pause. Who's feeling what, bro? Nobody's feeling nothing here. There's no feelings in basketball.
I didn't say anything about feelings. I said we're gonna fill them out.
Nah, I don't want to do nothing about what you're talking about, bro. I promise.
We're gonna go on the
That's
floor.
not our game plan.
We're gonna do a little dance. They're gonna go back and forth, and
And
they're
you
gonna be
got the
adjustments made.
dances.
We should
Oh,
win
what
this
is
game is expected, but it could be a trap game. Philly could be on a roll because they've got
Yo,
one day's rest. While we've only had 2 days rest. Back, we should win at home. The odds are for us against them because we're playing at home. We have a better record. They haven't beaten us at home this year in the last couple of years.
that's a
My
fact. But
brother,
yeah,
I'm not
that's a
done
fact.
talking, dog. Let me finish talking, bro. You like fucking throw my whole train of thought off, bro. So
Sorry.
what's gonna happen is these guys are gonna they're gonna fit each other out, bro. Pause, whatever you want to say. But it's gonna be it's not gonna be as easy as everybody thinks because we gotta play VJ Escombe. We gotta play Paul George is doing well, like you guys said. And B has been resting all like for the last 3 months. It's just odd to me. Look, this is my take. Y'all ain't gonna like it. But it's upsetting to me that the fucking NBA is rigged. This whole shit is scripted. It's bullshit. How you gonna like Boston bring Tatum all this hype and hoopla and documentaries and all bullshit wasted watching stories about him recovering and coming back for him not to even fucking play because he re-injured his fucking injury or whatever the fuck it is because of the injury, right? That's bullshit. And then you're gonna give it to Embiid in the 76 who've been shit all fucking season. Nobody's talking about them. All of a sudden, this motherfucker's resting from out of an appendix surgery. Is gonna come and they're gonna throw up threes at Boston, throw up a bunch of threes. Not gonna make and flake out the first round. Fuck Boston. This is bullshit. So it's disappointing to me that we're gonna be winning under this false pretense, right? Because really it's about the ratings, right? Because the ratings are better watching Philadelphia, New York versus Boston, New York, right? We'd rather see the Battle of Philadelphia, just like he said, right? Because of the history and whatnot. We already swept Boston. What? We're going for Boston play Boston for us to take them again? Come on, man. So this is bullshit to me. So we're gonna win the East. We're gonna go to the East. We're gonna go to the finals, right? And we're gonna play against the Lakers because it's LeBron, and that's what's gonna happen.
I mean that listen, that
That's
is
my take. Good
I,
night.
Bro. It was all
great
good.
conspiracy. I'm not
I
mad
love
at it.
I love your tinfoil
Hey,
hat.
you wanna know something? Let me ask you something, right? It's gonna be the Lakers and versus New York. You know why? And we're gonna win the championship because it'll be a replay of when we beat the Lakers for the first championship. I think it was in 1973. And then
That's,
1970.
uh,
1970. Let me finish. Let me
hold on.
finish.
I'm mad at this. I'm mad at his conspiracy.
Hold
I'm
on,
mad
wait
at
a
it.
minute.
I'm mad at
Oh,
it.
so then you got the father son out west versus the father son out east. You feel me? So it's bullshit.
Keep
It's all
cooking. Keep
scripted.
cooking. Keep cooking. Go ahead. Keep
Bro,
cooking.
the
We're
Lakers
gonna.
cannot get. So you telling me
That's
this?
just my way of saying that we're gonna win the finals. It's gonna be 1970 all over
You
again.
know Machete's gonna give you
That's
the
not,
crazy
bro.
spill.
A fucking dinosaur in LeBron is gonna fucking be OKC, my nigga. Who's is that? Who they play, bro?
My nigga,
Lakers ain't.
how the fuck did the Lakers beat Denver and is playing OKC in the fucking Western Conference Finals right now, bro?
My nigga, Denver been shook boys. They just had some sort of fucking, I don't know. They was
But
sniffing angel
but
dust. I don't know what it was, but
Or I mean, I can understand. I am a metal hat wearer
bro,
myself. I have 3 aluminum cup hats. You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute, Machete. You're on mute.
Luca and them expect to come back by the finals, right?
They said
what
he's
happened to Luca? He injured
they
his
said he's not
coach.
even close to coming back. But they say that now in a week after they anyway. Nonetheless, so to complete it out right now, you had these guys that just finished up right now. So Cleveland won. They ended up beating Toronto, so they are advancing. So you got Cleveland and Detroit. You got us and Philly in the East. And hey, whatever it is, whatever happens there. Salute to Mr. Love's Company. He says, "Damn that! Nobody cried for the Knicks when we got injured, so we don't give a fuck about other teams' players."
Facts.
Is Luka scheduled
Facts.
to return anytime soon? They said he's not close, and you know what? I don't care. But if he is, and they win, I hope he's healthy. Again, I don't want no excuse. I want full rosters. I want everybody, Campbell Soup, the State Farm agent, everybody. I don't care everybody. I don't care whoever it is. I want no excuses.
Well, oh yeah, we don't want no asterisks next to our rings. Yeah, I mean, it like bring the whole full course. Everybody getting slaughtered.
Everybody, we don't want no excuses. That's a New York way. We don't make excuses. Maybe Philly, maybe Boston. You always come with some kind of excuse or something, or something to cry about. Miami for sure. Miami always crying and lying about something. So, but we don't care. Bodied, you got just bodied. Got it. Denver, out of here. We don't beat Denver many a times in Denver. Beat them, ran through them. We good on that. Boston, mollywopped them. Took their souls last year, destroyed their team, broke up their team last year. We good on that. Cleveland, we've done it a gajillion times, but if Cleveland beats Detroit, so be it. As they should. They should. The fact that Cleveland struggled with Toronto with no Brandon Ingram and no Emmanuel Quickly. Emmanuel wasn't played the whole season. I mean, the whole series. Emmanuel Quickly did not play the entire series, and they struggled with them and barely beat them. They barely won today with no Ingram, no Emmanuel Quickly. Not too thrilled about Cleveland, but what?
Hey, listen, I'm blind barely.
Yeah, and Keith says they didn't give the Warriors an asterisk for their first title, and if they what did it say? First title, and if the fans give no fucks. Yeah, it's true. I mean, but New York is different, and I'll tell you why, Keith. So yeah, they probably won't have an asterisk for Warriors and us, but we're the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? They use us for clickbaits all day, every day. We have the biggest fan base. We have the best. You know what I'm saying?
LeBron has
Loaded with
three
asterisks.
flopping asterisks.
Loaded.
That nigga got three flopping asterisks. He got one bubble asterisk. Yeah, I mean, does he got four, maybe, or two, whatever? How many?
I think
fucking. I don't give a
KD.
fuck about that nigga.
Anyway, for the Knicks, at least for us.
Knicks,
anyway, speaking of
all
Miami
right.
Speaking of trash, salute to Johnny Harris. He came in the building.
Oh, he's in the building. Salute to Trash Man. Listen, damn, I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. That Atlanta pack got me floating.
The asterisks.
Oh, what I've been hearing, all the echoes. That's gonna be the news segment. Echoes I've heard. Like now, Cat is the key.
Echoes of us.
Now, echoes of us. My nigga, like now, Cat is the key. Now, Cat is the point center. Now, everybody's mentioning shit that we've been saying. Like, oh, I'm just guess. You know what I mean? Like when they don't say, yo, TOF been said.
Because they trying for the clickbait, which is all good. Listen, you know, if you've been here, we give props to everybody. It's all good. We know where it comes from, but you know we've been saying this since before it was even a thing. When people was like, "Yeah, crazy."
You know what it is?
We the originals.
It's my bogeys. They don't like that I'm smoking bogeys on their telephone. They're like, "Oh my god, he's smoking a cigarette? How? Oh my god, we can't give them subs."
Anyway, hey, we don't need all that shit. Real recognize real, and you the real ones. You the real ones. You know what it is. Like and subscribe, put a comment on it. Anyway, so you know that's the formula as it. For me, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think our bench is going to be the difference against Philly. I think their fives are going to do good. They are better when they have Maxey and VJ Edgecombe. VJ, listen, he's Bahamian. He's from the island. He's Bahamian, legit. A real deal Holyfield. I love VJ Edgecombe. I think he's a dope ass guy. I think his good as rookie. I think he got robbed from rookie of the year, but he's good. He's athletic, young cat, but he's still not. He ain't ready yet. He's just not ready. He's good. He has some good qualities. He had a 30-point game. Athletic, definitely is going to be the future. Physically fit, but I just think we got too much. There's too many. They gotta play defense too. When they play defense too, they're gonna get tired. But our bench depth is the crazy part. But if the New York Knickerbockers, or I should say when the New York Knickerbockers play defense the way we did, which is the key to everything. Yes, we've had games that we've had 140 points, 135 points, averaging 120. But the most important stat is the defense. We've been in top defense closing the end of the year. You saw the number one defense basically against Atlanta to shut them down, to make historical statistical categories that the New York Knicks are the only one that sit upon there. That when our defense comes out, we're going to stifle Philadelphia 76ers. We're going to shock them and leave them stunned like we did Atlanta. That they didn't know what the hell happened. Our defense leads to our offense. That's why look, I'm coining it here first. You're hearing it timestamp. What are we on? Sunday the 3rd. All right. The Knicks do. That's our slogan. The Knicks do. Defense to offense. That's what the DO stands for. The Knicks do. All right. Our defense to offense. And you're going to see us running through that. You're going to see us. That's how we got our 61 point at one point in time against Atlanta. I could easily see that against Philly around the third quarter. But our defense is going to lead to our offense. So the Knicks do. And the Knicks are going to dominate.
Listen, the only thing I can tell you is that Mike Brown just needs this sign right here. 5 Verado. 5 Verado. If we get the 5 Verado defense, if you see Mike Brown doing that, put in his head, as long as we stay active like we was, hands active, Jalen Brunson helping out on trapping defense, because a lot of that was I'm gonna give all credit to Jalen Brunson. All credit to Jalen Brunson. Whenever anybody was sticking somebody on their defense man to man, Jalen Brunson will hedge out and double down on them. You know what I mean? So, and then the defense rotation is what kept everything flowing. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I said, if everybody just plays active, exactly how Jose Alvarado came and trajected that defensive energy, the same way Hart, when he first came to the game and interjected that energy of diving for the balls, hustling, everything. You feel what I'm saying? Balls. But yeah, as long as we play that defense, everything else is cake. Cause Embiid is not like Mitch. One thing I can say, if Embiid is not gonna be able to switch and defend Jalen Brunson, he's not swift like that.
But
Now,
but even with that, he
Mitch
don't have
can
to
do that. Mitch can defend 1 through 5 all the way around. He's done it his whole career. You feel what I'm saying? And B don't got that ability. You know what I mean? So what's he gonna do when he got? I mean, he was giving Mitch crazy credit, like his first 2 years, Mitch in his career, the first 2 years, Mitch was with the Knicks, and Mitch is like double the size he was when he first got here. How's he gonna handle Mitch? First of all, first and foremost, and then when we got Cat stretching out the floor, bro, Cat could break and be off the dribble. You know what I mean? Cat is pretty shifty. And then on top of that, his passing abilities were going to be way too much. If we stick to the same formula, yeah, I mean, and Mike Brown gets creative, like we're going to have to be not non-predictable.
Yeah, but
Like they
to your point
already
that you're saying
know.
there, but to your point that you're saying there, they're not gonna play. They're not. He's gonna play Cat 1-on-1. I mean, we're cutting. You got Cat at the top of the key, the point center. That you got. Oh, and that's another question. Who's stopping OG? You got Cat at the top of the key, and B
No,
has to play him
no,
up, and B
no,
has to play
I
up there.
understand that, but all right, but the same way we have film, they have film. So
Yeah,
they're gonna try to put a little extra pressure on that little shit him and OG been doing. The same way Atlanta tried to do it. But the difference is that OG's going up against two niggas. He don't give a fuck.
that's what I'm saying. Who do
You
they?
feel what I'm
Kelly
saying?
Oubre, Paul George,
So
or they stopping OG?
nobody's gonna be able to stop OG on the double.
No way.
Nobody can stop Jalen Brunson on a one-on-one, and no center out there can fuck with Cat or
In
Mitch.
case you guys don't know, which obviously as Knicks
And
fans you should.
sorry to interrupt. And Bridges is back on fire. Bridges is back to being Bridges.
And this
He's
is
not scared of. He's not scared of going to the hole. He's not scared of getting contact. He came out with 24 points. You feel what I'm saying? And it's back to what I said. Every one of our starting five has the capability of scoring a 40 piece.
yep.
So with that being said,
And not to mention how many dunks has he had? I mean, if you look at our intro, OG leads. I think he's second NBA in the NBA in dunks. So who's stopping him? Paul George is not. Paul George is a great defender. I ain't even gonna lie. Prior to injury, elite. Now, not so much. He's not gonna be able to sustain OG. Over a while, we're gonna be too physical against Philly. They could probably play a good first game, but by the second and third game, you're gonna see them wore down. We're just gonna be too much for Philly
oh,
over
of
the
course,
length of the
of
series.
course,
First game, and even then,
bro.
good.
No, and on top of that, they're finally implementing what me and you has been saying since day one that Jalen Brunson came to this fucking team.
Epiphany.
We said, yo, uh, start the pick and roll with Mitch. You see Jalen Brunson finding Mitch a lot. You see everybody finding Mitch. So now that they unlock Mitch in that pick and roll and alley oop quick, you feel what I'm saying? Mitch is gonna start getting up there offensively, so they can't stick everybody everywhere. So
And Mitch
once Mike Brown fit,
God, my bad.
go ahead.
No, I was saying like and
No,
on top of that, you're gonna have Mitch coming off the bench, really. So you're gonna have Mitch against either Reed or Drummond. Yeah, I mean there may be a couple of minutes here and there where you got the Twin Towers, but it's I mean really it's gonna be Cat
No,
versus
no,
Embiid.
no, 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 no. There has to be one. There has to be one full quarter of them terrorizing Joel Embiid. I mean, straight at one quarter.
With the Twin
It has to
Towers.
be one quarter a game. One quarter a game of the Twin Towers and them Mitch going like this and who's he gonna stick? If he tries to go out a cat stumping into Mitch, which one of them little niggas gonna get yammed on by Mitch? Like it's too many options when you run that. But you need to run that early just to put this nigga through the meat cleaver. You feel what I'm saying? Just tenderize that nigga a little bit. Even in the first fucking quarter, I would tell Bridges to start. Boom, get his continuous Iron Man joint, and then throw Mitch right in and just start pulverizing that with Mitch, OG, and fucking Cat pulverizing. They not gonna last 4 fucking games.
Hey, Michelle.
But we gotta be super dirty and super physical the same way they was with us.
Hey, Machete, is that?
And we're gonna be the mirror. We can't wait. We can't wait for them to start playing dirty. We gotta play dirty off jump.
Is that a CONVO or Jalen Johnson you smoking on?
It's called iced Wookie.
a Kangu. So your thoughts are so my brother saying that he wants to see a whole quarter of the twin towers of the 7 footers. Is that reasonable
At
to you?
least,
Do you
I mean,
think?
he's got to.
Which my brother?
We have to. We got to throw all of our weaponry at them. We know what we got
Yeah,
to do.
yeah.
We
We're not
got to.
playing around.
We got to. The problem is going to be VJ Edgecombe. Those guys going to be a problem, man. Him and so we're gonna need Mikael Bridges to guard VJ, do his job on him. We got dudes to cover
Maxi. Well, Brunson's
Maxi,
Brunson's gonna be on him first, but I can definitely see that.
but we can also use him, because we can use Deuce at the two and to help with Maxi. We're gonna need all our guys to cover Maxi and VJ Edgecombe because you're gonna have him beat out there who's as much as we don't like it and how it played out, we're playing them and we're gonna play
Mike,
them. So
Mike,
then
Mike.
Got him for the
Could I
support.
say something? The only reason why we needed Deuce it was the subtraction of Bridges, his offensive subtraction, his defensive subtraction. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
So now that Bridges is back with his confidence, it's gonna be the same Bridges that went against Boston that held us down. So you got to continue keeping his confident. Deuce is always confident. Deuce will go in there with one arm, one leg, and still light it up. You feel what I'm saying? Deuce
Yeah.
is never unconfident. But Mikael Bridges, you got to keep him rolling because, I mean, he's definitely the next person that has to get his shit going in order, I mean? Because Brunson is doing this thing, Cat is doing this thing, OG's doing this thing. Who are we not saying that is doing their thing? Well, he's getting around to it, but now we got to start keeping him on fire and start feeding him. You
Look,
feel
man,
what
I
I'm
think
saying?
Mike Brown's gonna has a lot of options. He knows that he has a lot of options. Like I said from the beginning, man, he's coming with a loaded 44 Magnum, dude. It wasn't his gun before. He was handed this pistol to use. He just had to learn how to use it. But he's got the ammunition. We got all the players that we need. He's got a lot of options. We got a deep bench. He knows what he has to do. He knows all the secrets that we need. But it's gonna be his first time in the playoff against the this coach and his team. So he he'll come through, bro. He's gonna come through. I believe that Mike
Yeah.
Brown will come up with options and game plans that will that we will be very proud of. Look what he did with the Hawks. I thought that Schneider would be a good matchup, but we got Nick Nurse right now. And Nurse, we've been against him a couple of times in the playoffs, so he knows what he's gonna have to do. He has a little bit more experience than Mike Brown. But I'm not sleeping on Mike Brown, what he can do, and his own experiences. Not just I'm talking about as a head coach, but because of all of his experience as a head coach and as an assistant coach, he has more. I think he has a higher winning percentage than Nurse. So I'm going with that.
All right. I'm a rebuttal everything you say. Number one, I sent the screenshot to the chat uh, the day that Atlanta Hawks won, and it was Rick Brunson having a conversation with Mike Brown looking off at the distance, and it looked like Rick Brunson was very verbally direct in this picture. So what I said in the chat is that the person that has been with this organization longer than anyone, I'm talking about besides Dolan, the only person that's been in this organization longer than besides Dolan is Rick Brunson. He was a player. He was under Tibbs as a coach. He's seen it on the floor. He's seen it off the floor. He was right there next to Tibbs because Jalen Brunson. So we really can't discount the work and the attention that I think Rick Brunson has a big part to do with what's going on, because he's seen what's worked and what has won throughout the years. He's a player and he knows how to guide his son, which is a key to this. But I'm just saying, like, my point number two in the press conference with Mike Brown today, yesterday, I forgot when it was. It was probably earlier today. He said it himself. These guys been here before, and we've done this. So they like that's why when I hear you guys talk, it's like, oh my God, we just did this. Like yeah, very short term memory loss is unforgettable.
No,
So
it's not.
we've
It's
been
not the.
here.
It's not.
We
It's not.
but,
It's not the.
but what I'm saying, but what I'm saying, his confidence, he knows, and the same thing that I said all year, bro. I confide in my team, my squad, because I know they could do what they do. Like I've been telling Machete on autopilot. You know what I mean?
And
This is what they should do on
Including your
autopilot.
squad, does that include your
And
coach?
they're not players that
You
just
talking
came
about
in
your
three
coach? You
years
talking about the
ago.
guys?
Bro, what I'm saying is all these guys are at the top tip of their peak. Nothing under the sun should be new to them. They've been doing this since birth.
yeah, but
So nothing should be new. This is
schemes are
a
new.
game that it takes.
Schemes are new.
Huh?
Defensive schemes are new. So that, which to your
No, no,
point
no,
at
no,
least.
no, 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 no. Schemes are basic.
Mm-mm.
It's called the mismatch.
Mm.
Rule number one in basketball. Rule number one in
But
basketball.
not at this level.
Basics.
Not at this
If you
level.
go to the right, stop. You're not listen to what I'm telling you. Number one rule in basketball: you always go to the mismatch. What is the mismatch? Cat at the top of the key playing point center with the visual and height that he has. You feel what I'm saying? That's the mismatch everywhere and anywhere you see it, because of the fact that he is a great shooter. It's not like he could just, all he does is pat. No, he's a great shooter, number one, which makes him a threat from that right there in the 3 point. He's a great shooter. That's his first threat. His second threat is that he can pass it. His third threat is like he has too many weapons, number one.
Rebounding.
And there's
His third
not that
weapon.
many centers that can stick him. And this is what I've been saying since day one, bro. If we just stick to the basics and stick to the mismatches and everybody runs their course, bro, we will demolish every team. This team runs on autopilot.
To
They
your
just
point.
went through a few
To your point.
bruises because of it. Go ahead.
No, no, I'm already to your point. Misery Loves Company says so. I asked them, if people in the chat, what do you guys think we need to do to win the first game? Misery Loves Company, aka Key, says come out with the same defensive intensity that we played with for the last 3 games, and it will be somewhat of an easy win. Offense may look a little different this series. Cat may get more shot opportunities again, and Philadelphia schemes. So five Verado is what he's saying. Five Verado. Hey,
Yo,
go ahead, Michelle.
look, you guys not watch their pod that just came out. They filmed it Friday after the win,
Oh,
Thursday,
the road
and
roommate?
even Josh Hart, yeah,
Yeah, I
and
saw
Josh
it.
Hart even
I
said,
saw it all day.
even Josh Hart was saying in there that yeah, it wasn't because Matt asked him, was it the scheme or was it you guys, and he was saying no, it wasn't the schemes, it was not having the effort because they were more mad at themselves. The two losses that they lost by a point each game because they were that close and because they lost that by a point it shows that they didn't go in there with the energy and the effort. That's why the last 2 games and when they were talking about the energy and when going into the third quarter of the second game or it was that they won that first game in Atlanta and then the
Yeah.
energy that they had versus that he was saying that they were losing the effort. They didn't have the effort, or they were not giving
No,
the
no,
energy.
what Mike? What he said the game one that they still won, that they still felt that he said that that they felt like they still didn't play. You feel what I'm saying? Up to
Once
par,
game
but
one,
they,
at the end of game one,
yeah.
Yeah, and that, but we've been saying that
and they
even
started
before.
losing the
Go ahead,
because
Machete.
they started they let them game something like that at the end of game one, and then they just didn't go into it. Game two, and then game three, they were kind of like really down at the low point. But it was like they started playing better at the end of game three, which is why they won game four and then game five, right? But so then anyway, my point is that he was saying that it wasn't the schemes, it wasn't the coaching. So the coaches did their job, and you're right. And in the interview, Mike Brown did give props to the coaches, as he should. Rick Brunson, you're right. Rick Brunson's the oldest Nick, other than Dolan, that's been there since '99, 2000, whenever it was he came in.
Thank you.
Right? No, you're right about that. But the thing is that, and also you're right. Him being in Browns here because he's been there the longest, so he knows what is expected. At least from as if we're speculating coming out from Dolan because he's been here the longest.
No, 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 Mike,
And
hold up. My point in that, in having Rick Brunson,
What you're saying,
is
what you're
that
saying.
hold up.
one at a time.
Two
One at a
things.
time.
Two things.
Hold on a second, bro. What you're trying to
Mike.
say is that he's
Let him finish his sentence.
What I'm trying to add to you, what you're saying is that he saw the transition and the transformation of the culture firsthand, handcrafted by Tibbs, and he was there for every step of it. That's
right.
it.
You're right. So what you're saying is that he's a better voice of what the organization is expecting because Tibbs ain't here anymore. He was here. Rick Brunson did experience the years for the first time and the second time. And you're right. He's been here. The only one longer than him was Dolan, right? So you're right about that. So he's a better voice. What would be a better
The
voice
voice of reason.
or better a
Can,
voice of
can,
reason of what thinking of what is expected of what is a Nick, because he is a Nick. He was drafted. He's been here since 1999. He's the oldest Nick on the squad, right?
But how does that get us
So,
W's? How does
so
that
yeah,
get
he's
us
in
W's?
Mike Brown's ear. But at the end of the day, it's Mike Brown who's the coach and has to make the final calls, bro. It's his call. They could be yelling, "Oh, make the
yeah,
fucking
yeah, Mike.
wait, 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 let me talk. Bro. You be fucking jumping in, dog. I'm trying to get my ass home. Fuck, bro. Now you fucking made me lose my fucking train of thought, motherfucker.
That
All
Mike
right,
Look,
Brown.
look,
but what? All right, but what I was just is that if I don't say what I say, I'm gonna
The
forget
same
about it.
thing for
What
him.
I'm
Same
just
thing for
saying,
him.
I'm
what?
gonna forget too, Mo. I'm gonna forget too. Let me talk.
All
You've been
right,
fucking.
but once I say what I say, you're gonna go back to what because is what you have to say. I'm just saying is that Rick Brunson is the aggressor. So if the team sees Rick Brunson, what do you think he set the precedent for? If he could bark at Rick Brunson, he's ready to bark at McHale, at fucking Hart, and they all know it. At Cat, at anybody, and they all know it. And Mike Brown is just not that type of a coach. And they know that they got Rick Brunson right there on the sideline. That yo, if Mike Brown don't say no shit, Rick Brunson's gonna get in your ass. That's what I'm trying to say. Pause. Like Rick Brunson's not playing with his son. He's not playing with nobody. This means just as much to him than it does to anybody.
So how does that equal W's to the W in the
Bro,
first game?
let me tell you something,
Go
bro.
ahead,
Let me tell
Nino.
you something, bro.
Go ahead, Machete.
Yo, motherfucker, Jalen Brunson. What they need Jalen Brunson. You know why? Because Jalen Brunson is a prodigy. For a guy who everybody talks about his size, he plays like a little running back. plays like he. I don't know if he played football in high school, but he's strong. He knows how to. He's like that. I don't know if you guys remember Alpha Flight. Count. Remember Puck and Alpha Flight, the little one that could tumble and he uses the center of gravity. That's what Jalen Brunson is, man. He's Puck from Alpha Flight. If you know, you know. But we need him, right? So they also need Rick Brunson to control Jalen Brunson because he can go spinning off like a top and get out of control and try to play hero ball because he feels responsible and that he has to carry the team because he's the captain. He's a humble guy. He's an intelligent man, and he knows how to play basketball. And I can't say anything that will make him better or worse.
But you guys think that
Jalen
still
Brunson.
lingers?
But the thing is that we need him. The Knicks need Jalen Brunson, and they need Rick Brunson to control him, to reel him in. We all know this. But at the end of the day, Rick Brunson doesn't have 4 fucking rings, dude.
No.
He's the coach. Shut the fuck up. Mike Brown is the fucking coach. Rick Brunson is there to reel in motherfucking Jalen Brunson, who takes it on his fucking back to carry the team, which is detrimental because he doesn't want to share the ball. And you can't get Mikal Bridges involved. Mikal, he's fucking a marathon runner because he knows he doesn't have to go hard during the regular season. He's just going to be there every fucking game, which is fucking contagious. Because if you think about it, unless they're fucking be benched by the coach, so was fucking Jordan Clarkson. So was OG most of the year. Guys have played most of the fucking year. That's the fucking shit that fucking Mikal Bridges brings. And he knows when to fucking turn on in the playoffs. So now you're going to see Mikal Bridges play playoff Bridges. Right? So you got that. But you got to fucking incorporate him, bro. And you got to incorporate him. And you're right. You fucking let Cat play point guard. See the floor better. He's a better passer. He's a better shooter. You got Cat. You got OG. You incorporate OG. OG's fucking ate up mother. He had like 3 of the 4 games that we played against him was all, if not 4 of the 5 games that we played was fucking OG motherfucking dog motherfucking Ananobi.
As much as we're
That's
talking,
what she was. We got an arsenal. He's got a loaded 44 motherfucking Magnum, bro. Loaded, son. Loaded.
that's what I'm saying. Like, even though we're talking about Cat at the point, Brunson and Mitchell Robinson, I think they're all going to play phenomenal. But the ones that are going to take over this series, in my opinion, is OG and Deuce. OG and Deuce to me. I think OG is gonna. He was almost breaking out last game. You said it. He was almost gonna get that. If they would have let him go, he would have 54 points. If they would have let him just keep cooking that in that last game. If they would have left out, he would have been in the 50s. He would have had a 50 game. He's been feeling it. He has the most dunks in the NBA and in season. He is ready to go. He's clicking on all cylinders now. He's feeling it. And that was a tougher matchup too. He could have scored more, and that was a tougher matchup because most of the team is either his size or taller or in Atlanta. And now you got a team where you got a little bit older. You got Kelly Oubre, who's young, but he's definitely not physically enough to hold OG. OG dominated him last year when we were in that series. That's why you saw all them dunks from OG on Embiid. You saw him dunking on Oubre. I don't know. I think he's going to be the X factor. I think that we're just going to be too dominant overall. I'm trying to be respectful for the first game just to kind of just see what's happening. I do believe we end up mollywopping. I think the Knicks do the damage.
Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something just to throw it out there?
Go.
No, shut the fuck up.
Hey, does VJ Osco, the rookie, play the same position as our rookie Diarra?
No, he's a shooting guard. He is 1 and 2. Max is the number 1. He's a point guard,
All
and then
right,
Vince
hey.
is 2. He's a shooting guard.
All right, hey, I wanted to say something. I wanted to give a special shout out to Jose Alvarado for being the vital sign that this team needed. when me and my brother told the Knicks organization to go get some dogs.
Had to give him that call.
I'm glad the front office listened to us.
Salute to Gerson
Yeah, I
Rosas.
mean, and they got two dogs with Sohan and Alvarado,
Yep.
and
Yep.
and with those two dogs, the second one is waiting to be
Shout,
unleashed.
shout outs. Shout
Yeah, I
out.
mean, but what I'm gonna say is that the most humblest nigga and that bring love and energy and no bias and a great connectivity and set a great example on the defensive end, how things should go. You know what I mean? With passion, doing things with love. Yeah, I mean,
New
he's not
Yorkers
giving
do
a.
how New Yorkers do.
He'll go up against Goliath. He'll go up against mountains. You don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck what you put in his way, but he has trajected that energy back
That,
into the Knicks,
that
and
ain't
I
no
want to
blood.
give him a special shout out. Yeah, I mean, and I can't wait to see Sohan tap into his Goku or whatever these young
South
kids be
Golden
saying.
State.
Yeah, I mean,
Super
but
Saiyan. Super
we
Saiyan.
really got a deep team. We got a deep team. Shout out to Deuce. Shout out to
Yes.
Schnauzer. Shout out to everybody. Shout out
Yeah.
to Jordan Clarkson. All right, I had a conversation with Machete after you hung up today. Uh, what I said, if Mike Brown was a smart person, yeah, I mean, Mike said why he wasn't putting Shamit in there, Schnauzer in there, and I said, well, maybe if he really said, all right, Schnauzer, sit this series out, but in the next series, I'ma feature you, and you're gonna light it up. Like for every series, he should have a key player come in and out and feature them and let them, yeah, I mean, go all in. So I think that's why we saw a little bit more of Deuce, a little bit more of Jordan Clarkson just to get some of the rust out. But I think before we get to these finals, if he implements and features each key piece that we need off the bench and features them in a way to get them free and loose and get them to their peak point, because all our starters are really almost about 70% to 80% there. Yeah, I mean, so I'm kind of satisfied with that. So if he would just implement a
Who's
little more
who?
into the Schnauzer, into Kolick, into I'm not saying Kolick, but
I like
Mo
Kolick.
Diawara. Yeah, I mean, just start bringing these kids in and start featuring them and put them in a position of power to really
To blossom.
catapult their yeah, I mean their confidence and because we're definitely gonna lean on these kids for the future, and when our starters get rest, I need these implemented pieces to continue the gain on what the starters have put down.
Yeah, I mean, he did that at the last game against Atlanta. I mean, they got almost a whole quarter of burn. They looked like they were tired
Yeah, but
almost. But it was
Schnauzer didn't
matchups.
play that series
But
that
but it
much.
was matchups, and on top of that, when Schnauzer was off or that I think he had injured himself, and then he was working his way back. That's where the coach said you should put in Clarkson, and Clarkson's been balling. Not only has Clarkson worked on his game too when he was out the same way he worked on his defense because Clarkson was a turnstile on defense for in the beginning half of the year, and he said, "Yo, they're like, yo, if you want to get burned, you got to play defense." And you can see his defense, his intensity he's played. He can also score,
Right.
and he also added on more of his playmaking. He's been finding Mitch. Him and Mitch are that dog. You see them hype each other up. They tag each other on Instagram all the time. They show each other love. So that's another playmaker besides Deuce, besides, so everybody's finding Mitch as well. So that gives another compliment of another wrinkle in there by him finding Mitch. So he's usually in the paint
Could
and
I
he's
say
the
one
driver.
thing?
Go ahead.
Could I say one thing?
Go.
I'm really starting to see a brotherhood in this shit. Like the same way they was in that chip and they celebrated that chip, how you can see all of their hearts smiling and that camaraderie. I think that's back.
Camaraderie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
their camaraderie.
we
My bad.
gotta use Machete's word.
If you look at their I mean their camaraderie is so like there. I wanted to give a shout out to Leon Rose front office for really putting together, as I could say now,
What do you
one
say?
of the greatest Knicks teams
Ever
that
assembled.
I've seen.
Ever
And I
assembled.
say this every year. I haven't said it this year, but I'm proud to say that this is my squad, and we ready to roll on niggas, yo. It's crash out season,
Ready to roll.
part two.
We ready to roll on
Yeah,
the.
I
We ready to
mean
roll on the
the
niggas like
third,
my brother
the
Machete
30
ready to
dozen,
roll.
the, the dirty dozen. Yeah, I mean, like my brother coined it. Yeah, I mean. So that's it. It's the last 12, and we ready to knock niggas out and put them to bed, nigga. We need this chip.
We got
Fuck
12
anything
W's.
else.
We got 12 W's to go. Starting tomorrow. We
Yo,
got
you saw James Dolan right there next to Marbury, smiling and happy. That nigga's like, this is what I vision.
Yo,
This is
but
what I
that's
vision.
another thing that people hate though. That they hate the owner don't show me an organization that had which by the way Miami he started trying to cheat. They started trying to copy the platform. They're trying to award their players and shit like that in one of the celebrations. It's not the same. We got our players lined up in the front row, bro. We got our players lined up right under the basket to be clapping for the other Nick players, right next to the owner of the
Fact.
organization. You know what I'm saying? Where do you see that? You don't see
Yo,
that
shout
anywhere.
out to Dolan. Shout out to Dolan. I know he done a lot of things
A lot of great
that
things,
we
bro.
deem seen on yeah, I mean, but you know, just like Tibbs needed to learn and change, everybody, every human
We're
deserves
human.
that. So
Yes.
shout out to Dolan. Yeah, I mean, I implement him. I really give him a full brim salute. Yeah, I mean, he has a whole bunch of black men up there in the front office
President,
doing their
vice
thing.
president
Yeah, I
before.
mean,
Scott Perry will be on there.
and shout out to his music catalog.
We don't even know what it is, but download it today. Download it.
That is hilarious. I'm fucking around, but yo, shout out to that nigga.
Hey.
Shout out to Leon Rose doing a good job. Shout out to what's our boy, a friend of the show. What's our boy, Rojas?
Gerson Rosas.
Shout out our boys. Shout out everybody. You know what I mean, shout out. Yeah, shout out everybody. I hope you know what I mean. Everybody's on the Knicks family is following us. You know what I mean.
Listen, we're a little podcast. We're little, but we big. You know what I'm saying?
We just a little.
We little, but we big. Anyway,
Hey, and fuck all the haters. Fuck all you colon cow shit.
Colin Cowturds. Anyway, whatever. Listen, I love it. I love a hater. Bring them all on. Salute to Gilly the Kid.
Hey,
We're gonna see Gilly.
What's Goofy's name from Golden State? The green nigga.
Game on Green.
Drama queen.
Yeah, Game on Green. Gang Green.
Game on Dreams.
Whatever his name
Game
is.
on Dreams.
Game on Dreams.
Yo, everybody, I told you about the one where Gilbert Arena gives us a blowjob.
What?
Shout out to Game on Dreams.
Glitter Arena.
Game on Dreams.
Glitter Arena. Glitter Arena. Glitter Arena.
Oh, yo, you guys wilding. I tell you, we try to give you some stats sometimes here and there. We have fun with it. We are obviously excited about tomorrow's game. Knicks at Philly. I'm sorry, not Knicks against Philly at the Garden. First 2 games at the Garden. And it starts at 8 p.m. tomorrow. It should be a body bag. We're well rested. Machete, all our people. And to my brother's point, let me touch on my brother's point before I forget. Salute to Jose Alvarado, to him and his wife having another baby. They got a bun in the oven.
Congratulations.
So,
Congratulations.
him and his beautiful family got 2 daughters.
Salute.
We'll see what's in the oven next. Whatever is, salute to Jose Alvarado and his fam. Salute to you, my guy.
Congratulations. God bless.
Got another one. Dope game. Listen, and all this we're talking about we haven't even scaled up on our bench. That's why I said their first 5 is gonna be good. Philly, I'm no disrespect. Whatever. Good, bad, or indifferent. We hate them. Blah blah blah. They got very good talent at the 5. After 5, it drops off a cliff. They got some good talent, but it ain't our 5.
Hey.
Knicks, salute to you.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Shout out to go ahead, get to the chat. Get to the chat. My bad. We hogging it, yo. Shout out to the motherfucking TOF chat. My bad. We so excited. We ain't mean to exclude y'all. Yo, Dwight, run it down on the chat.
Listen,
see what they talking about, bro. My bad.
If you've been here,
yo, I'm saucy. I'm saucy. I'm smoking on this Atlanta pack.
Yeah, Atlanta pack is good. That's that Atlanta trees is good apparently. The players is good. Salute to Mr. Loves Company. He said, in my opinion, this is the best team we've had since mid-90s. No disrespect to Melo or the 99 squad. And like last season has a chance to win it all, not just the East. I agree. That's a fact. This is our deepest team. This is the deepest team. Because we've had, even in the 90s, we had good teams. The 2012 team, which you're talking about, the Melo team, where we had Tyson Chandler. We had a pretty depth squad. You know, that was another good team. But this is the deepest.
That Melo team at the end when they won that I think they won a 27-3 run or 29-4 run with Woodson. They were pretty tight when we had Jason Kidd and Kenyon Martin.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was a pretty tight fucking squad right there.
In the words
no. I agree. Listen, I agree with both of y'all.
But this is the best team.
Listen, 99, 88, 72, all of that. But bro.
This shit right here.
This is the deepest team. This is the deepest team the Knicks on roster has ever had from all 15 players.
Listen, and in order to surpass
none like this, and let me land the plane.
Land it. That bitch is flying.
I know you have Bacardi and Colada. Calm down. This team is going to be the team to bring us a dynasty.
They will. 3.
And we starting it now.
3 back to back, just so you know. Look, Nick Yak says Bridges is going to be on Maxey. That's going to be good. I mean, they're going to be doing pick and rolls too. I mean, they're going to be switching. Yeah. They're going to switches, so that's ideal.
Yeah, I see that.
You're going to see more than
that's nice.
Bridges on Maxey for sure. That's a dope call. So you know, I mean, they're going to try to pick and roll until they get Brunson. Let's be honest. They're going to try to pick and roll until they get Brunson. But the help defense is where it happens. Whether they get Brunson, and no, listen, people have been talking shit about Brunson. We've been calling it for at least the last couple of games. Brunson has not been a slouch on defense. Brunson has played pretty good. He's had some off plays. It hasn't been full 48. But for the most part, he's played very good defense.
Bro. Who set off Alvarado? I just gave all the props.
Yeah.
Who implemented Alvarado? It was all Jalen Brunson. If it wasn't him coming off of his man and doubling, and then everybody else rotating and reacting, it was 100% on Brunson.
And speaking of Alvarado,
he's turned up to another. I've never seen Brunson like this ever.
Nick Yak also says Nick Yak says Brown's best adjustment was benching Shamet and putting Alvarado as a ball handler, playmaker, and anytime Brunson is off the court. So that was the adjustment too.
No, sorry, no. Sorry, Knicks Yak. Brown didn't do that.
Here we go.
What Brown did
There you
is
go.
that he's letting him rest. He's letting Schnauzer rest off of his injury, and he implemented Jordan Clarkson. He implemented Jordan. Alvarado's always the secret weapon. We all know that. But what he did was he implemented Jordan Clarkson to regain his confidence, and he's been balling out. Jordan Clarkson has been the sixth man of the year. He's always been an offensive weapon. He could. He's a playmaker. He could go to the basket. He could definitely shoot it. But like my brother said, he started seeing he had to abide by the Knicks culture. Knicks culture is defense first. Let that lead to your greatest offense.
But even if Brunson's
We already know he has the offensive part locked down, but it was his defense and his chemistry. This is why I said Alvarado, Cat, and Jordan Clarkson has been a key implementation to the Knicks. Because between none of those niggas, they don't have no bias. When Cat gets the ball, he's not looking at, oh, I gotta give it to Brunson, oh, I gotta give it to OG, oh, I gotta give it to this nigga. It's not a pecking order. It's whoever the fuck is open, whoever the fuck is cutting it is getting it. If I got an alley, you getting it. If you doing what you gotta do, you getting it. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, we gotta make. Well,
so all of them niggas play like that.
So what we gotta do to these players is we gotta make them shooters. So that their biggest superpower for VJ Edgecombe, for Maxey is they love to drive, get into the paint, and create havoc. Either go for a dunk, layup, cause fouls. So you gotta make them jump shooters. Now, Maxey's a good shooter. Maxey has range, but you got to get the rookie to get confident. You want to make him a jump shooter and then outside the paint. That's how you're going to keep him outside. You can't give him paint touches. You got to give them make them shooting make them shooters. He says Clarkson's defense and rebound been amazing. Absolutely. Clarkson has made a big difference. He's also tall too. I want to say it's like 6'2", 6'3". He's still a pretty tall guard for the most part. He's been excellent defensively, and so that's something a little bit different. He's a better playmaker too. Not only playmaker, but also he can create off the ball for himself. Shamet can't do that as much. Shamet's a great defender and definitely a better shooter, off the threes for the most part. But Clarkson is a combo of all of that. Clarkson can hit threes, he can play make, he can drive, and he can also play defense. So he gives you a little bit more, and then you got to go with the hot hand at that point from those guys. Whoever has a good
the thing about the Knicks, right, is that we play in this era, right? So this era, you got to play 10-man on deck. In this era, every player has to be a threat. In this era, every player has to have a shot and be a threat from the three. So one thing New York does not lack on, any one of our players you leave them open, it's going to be a problem. And if you try to convert and try to play them on defense, they have the ability to blow by you, get to the basket, and still play make at the last second for another man. What I mean? And now that in the last series that we saw them do like 20, it probably was like 22 seconds of passing that I saw like 9-8 passes. They already see it. It's going to be simple.
Yeah, so it should be something that we should dominate. Now, do you guys think he goes deep into the bag with Philly? Do you think we go past a 9-10-man rotation, or does he keep that as a 9-10-man rotation, maybe 7? You see a smaller, tighter rotation against Philly? Machete, do you think
No.
No? All right. So you think it stays
Machete.
He's probably getting settled at home, so that's fine. But you think it's a 9-10-man rotation, or do you think it's a 7-8 rotation.
No, no. You gotta stick 9-10. But the good thing about the Knicks and what Mike Gooch has to do is not stay repetitive and not be predictable. So we got enough weapons to switch up those last three. Switch up those, you feel what I'm saying? And just have a different view of things. If they're trying to get too physical, like listen, we got enough players to implement go in there and foul out
And I
at any means necessary. If we gotta put 14, if we gotta put in 15, 14, 13 in there, McCullough and all of that, yo, just straight chop wrists. Chop wrists. I don't care.
Mesri Loves Company
Just
agrees with you.
implement something.
He says Shaman may get more minutes this series because of his on-ball defense. Philly's backcourt is extremely fast, and I agree to his matchups. Remember, that's what we've been saying. Playoffs is not only health and everything; it's also about matchup. That's why we thought maybe Diawara Sohan would see a little more, but nonetheless, the strategy that we won against Atlanta was good. Same thing with Philly. Now Philly poses a different threat, as you know we've all been saying. They're a different type of team with more aggressive backcourt with the top 1 and 2 guards in the NBA, young, explosive guards, so makes it a little bit different. But again, we do have a plethora of great defending guards: Deuce, Alvarado, Shamit. You still got Josh Hart. You still got Clarkson. You still got Bridges, and you still got OG. So you're talking about 6 out of the 10 players that we're talking about are extremely locked down defenders, which is 9. Which is
Mo
I
Diawara,
just said the
lockdown
guards. Well,
defender.
I'm just saying the guards. I was saying the guards.
Uh,
That's what I'm saying. Out of all those,
okay, all
out
right,
of
all
all
right.
those, most of those are guards and maybe wings. And then you go into like the real big wings. That's why when you get down to Bridges, it's probably the last one. But you're talking about Shamit, Deuce, Josh Hart. And I mean, you got a bunch of guards that we have that are great defenders. So they're 2 good guards to our 5 rotating guards. Is going to be a tough schedule for them. Again, they'll do good. There's going to be a great quarter or two where you're going to see
Look,
Maxey have a great quarter or whatever. But over the longevity of the series, and they're already tired because they just played a 7-game series. They just played a 7-game war, so they're still aching.
yeah,
They're not rested. They only got 1 day's rest. So this is as an advantage to
facts.
it. So they're gonna come in and again
Oh, I love it.
on another away game. They just came from away. They won at Boston, which is great, but they just came from a battle. They just came from a 7-game series, back and forth, traveling, fighting all the way through, clawing their way back from wins, trying to get these W's. And then now you're coming off being exhausted, playing a 7-game series to now play the New York Knicks, seeing what we did to the team just prior to that, who they had struggled with in the series and throughout the year. I know that we just destroyed a team by being as high as 61 points in a game. That's got to be mentally wearing on them. Whether they think that they got a chance to win, they
Yo,
saw that people were all over Atlanta, and the fact that we destroyed Atlanta in a historical. If we get anywhere near of a run like that, a 20-point run, I'm telling you, we're snatching the souls of any other team out there because they know this could be you. This could be you. It'd be like I can't go out worse than
hey,
Atlanta. We can't go out worse than Atlanta.
listen. What I'm gonna tell you is that shout outs number one to every single die-hard Knicks fan that it will be in the building, that will be outside of the building, that'll be crawling up the windows on the roof of MSG. We don't condone it, but I'm just telling you what I have seen before. And shout out to the Knicks fans out there.
The seventh as
I
usual
want the
suspects.
DJ.
Got it.
Yes. So I want the DJ to play Shook Ones Part 2 when the Knicks come out and have Philly crazy, scared. Like niggas is coming out of the locker room with guns.
Matter of fact,
So
we're gonna give the
set the
DJ.
energy off right.
We're gonna give the DJ our joint so they can play our joints out there and let them know the real anthem so he can get that out there. But Shook Ones is
Right.
definitely the intro to let them know. I mean, I think game one we gotta let them know right out the gate. I think we just gotta, the first 5 minutes. I've been telling you guys before. So the formula that I'm telling you, I taught Mike Brown. They've been listening to us. No one else has said it before us. Mike Brown, first 5 minutes, 6 minutes, right when it gets about 5 minutes left in the first quarter. If something isn't working or clicking, that's usually where he's going to do that rotational switch. That's when you play Cat and Brunson off of each other. You bring the different matchups, and right there, that's where you go to work. So you play Brunson, Cat, whatever. He's probably going to sit Cat out earlier, keep Brunson out there, and then that's where he'll bring a Mitch. He'll bring... that's where that defensive lineup comes in, whether it's an OG, Bridges, Josh, and, Hart, and maybe Clarkson, something like that. But I looked for us to dominate early. First quarter is going to tell you something. First and third, as always, those are the championship quarters. How we come out aggressive. We can't come out with a dud as well as we played the last two games against Atlanta after that historical defeat. And as to what my new Knicks and Machete were saying, that they realize that it's up to them. Yes, the coaches are going to give you a great floor plan. Yes, they're going to give you the tools and guide you in the right place. And maybe Rick Brunson may have to yell at you here and there. But it's up to the players to come out with that energy and intensity. As long as they can focus, and as what Nick Yak also said as well, confident, we come out knowing and believing what we could do, seeing how these other teams are dropping the ball in 3-on-1 series, and know that, if we come out and play 48 minutes, we're New Knicks' word. The New Knicks' word. We are what, New Knicks? Unfuckwittable. We are unfuckwittable. And that's unfuckwittable.
Listen, well, I double your sentiments. I'll piggyback off of what you said. If we play how we play, it should be autopilot. Like the five Verado should be autopilot, which means automatic. Everything should be a reaction to automatic, natural things that you have been doing and know what we can execute to the fullest extent. I expect that we hit what was our highest assist throughout the regular series,
32.
throughout the regular season. I think it was like 38.
No, we ain't had 38. It was like 32. We just surpassed with the 33. It was.
I could have sworn I heard you. All right, read. Neither here nor there.
We'll look it up. It's in the 30s, though.
I say that to say this. I expect the Knicks to start executing and elevating our assists. Everything is cool. Once I see our assists grow from 33 from our last game to maybe 40 in this next game, maybe to 46 the next game, and continue that elevation, that lets me know that Bridges is scoring 35. That lets me know OG is scoring 30 something. You feel what I'm saying? That lets me know that we're already hitting 80 at the half. That lets me know that we could almost bring it to a 200. You feel what I'm saying?
This is gonna be a FAFO series, bro. This is gonna be a FAFO series because we did it. We beat Atlanta.
FOFA.
Fuck
not
FAFO.
FAFO.
Fuck around, FAFO, not FOFA. Fuck around is an A, not O. It's FAFO.
FAFO. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, but it's like the first time when we did Atlanta, like when people see Atlanta, like, oh shit, that's lucky. Even though we went by 61, you know what I'm saying? Like people are looking at it and they're still disrespecting about it. You know what I'm saying? They're looking at it, they're like, yeah, they got lucky on it. They did. But this is the FAFO series. This is a fuck around to find out, and this is where you're gonna learn. This is where we're not gonna play around. We're gonna not play with our food. We're just gonna Get down to it and get it. Salute to New York Knicks, Brooklyn, NYKBKLYN. Knicks in 5. Talk to him. No, no, no. Hey, no, he ain't no shorts. Just straight up. Knicks in 5. Philly getting that fade. Woo! Hey, talking heavy. I love that. I love that. Listen, I'm trying to be politically correct, and all you guys are telling me, fuck that. That's not how it's going down, and I like it. I like it.
Well, I'll see him and subtract him one. 4-0.
A sweep.
4
You
and
bringing up
0.
rules? I love that.
Four.
A gentleman's sweep.
And fuck gentlemen, and nigga, we ain't out here to be nice. We ain't here to feel out nobody, nigga. Ain't no feelings out here.
Street sweeper.
4-0. I need brooms.
Bring out the street sweeper. Collect that trash. Hey, NYKBKLYN. Let's go. Brooklyn. There it is. The sweeper with the dustpan. Even with the dustpan. Have that shit ready. Salute to all you guys. I think we get that.
There you go.
We'll be on here live tomorrow after the game again. You know, might do a little something after tomorrow. Boy, out here. You know, so we'll talk after the game. We got a W coming.
Yeah, listen, everybody. I know last year and previous years we gave you live crash out parties. You know what I mean? We trying to work to that. You know what I mean? Mike Brown hasn't graduated.
You can turn your camera off,
in my reasoning,
while you eat.
Mike Brown has not graduated to the live crash out party, but he's getting there. So not this series, but hopefully, I definitely know listen, if the Bruins come out in this series, we having crash house party part 3.
Listen,
round 3.
We've been coming at least
Eastern Conference.
At least every game for the most part. We've been coming out here and giving y'all some great content out there. We trying to get out.
Yes.
We family man.
Yeah, we out here.
We real workers. So you see, if you watch our podcast, he just came from work. That's why he's here.
Please like, subscribe.
He's hungry. He literally just came from work, as you saw. This one's still in his work van. I just finished my work van and doing daddy duties. So we try our best. So we give you guys real content. We're not the biggest.
Blue collar, just like the Knicks, nigga. Just like the Knicks, nigga. We put in work all day, every day. It don't matter. There ain't no 9 to 5 here. You know what I mean? If we not working at work, my brother's working on his kids and his family. My cousin's working on his dogs and his family. I'm working on my family and his family.
And my cousin's always out there doing his best for his kids out there, you know, working really hard.
That's right.
Traveling traveling the world with blue collar people, and we like our blue collar Knicks.
That's right. All right. Facts. So New Knicks has them in a floor, a sweep, no gentlemen, street sweepers, brooms out, belt to ass. He got the belt to ass. We appreciate you.
Alvarado.
Machete, you got a gentleman sweep, or what? Are you thinking it's what do you got?
Yeah, sweep, bro. Gentleman sweep. 5 games.
Yeah, listen. If you guys know this show, you know Machete is not one to give any kind
of one
predictions or
jinxery.
Yeah,
they might even come in and take the first one, bro.
Nah, they ain't that.
Because they got the they have the momentum.
I think the first one they're gonna be. I think they're gonna be aggressive.
Mike. Let me explain to you what you just told me as a New York Knicks fan. You told me
they might even come in and take the first 2.
That Detroit is coming into our building with our fans and our players. Philly.
Let me tell you something about our squad, man. Let me tell you something about our squad.
Going there.
Let me tell you something about our squad. Just like the fans, bro. We're always up and down. They're like a roller coaster ride. Sometimes the niggas be doing shit like that, though. I ain't gonna front. I don't want to sound like the rest of them. I don't want to sound like the Stephen A's or anybody like that.
My nigga.
Hold on, let me finish real quick. Or the cameras or anybody like that. But the Knicks do sometimes have a tendency of when they're on the way, when they're on their way up, to disappoint us a little bit and recover at
That's
the
fair.
end.
That's
I
fair.
wouldn't be surprised. Wait, hey, yo,
That's fair. That's fair.
they just did that shit to us last a playoff. All right, the last series.
That's fair.
I wouldn't be surprised if the momentum, if we cannot contain Maxi, VJ, and B. All right, and I know we will, and it's gonna take some adjustments. Like I said, we're gonna have to feel each other out a little bit. We might take the first one, but they may have the momentum. Then again, they're playing at the Garden, but the momentum of resting one day, well, we kind of been lax for the last 3 days.
This will be their best chance. I don't see them getting it, but
Yeah,
this will
yeah,
be their
yeah, yeah,
best
yeah,
chance.
yeah, yeah. No, 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 no,
Hey,
no,
hey,
no.
hey, hey! You know me. I like to play the worst case scenario. I gotta say it so that I gotta, you know.
Shut the fuck up, yo. You already said what the fuck you said, and you not gonna interrupt and try to intermediate nothing. Listen, that bullshit you just said sounds like straight basura, trash, and garbocha all at the same time.
They could come in and take the first 2 games, and then we sweep them.
Nigga, are you
That's not how
fucking
the, that's
shitting
not
me?
how a sweep works, by the way. But that's not how a
Hey, the
Yo,
sweep.
first two
like,
games are hey. So right now with the series, let me ask you real quick. It's gonna be the first 2 games at home, and then the next 2 games over there, right?
Yeah,
And then back and forth.
yeah.
Just making sure. It's 5 games still, right?
So we win
But,
two. Listen, they. I'll give you this. Philly has to win the first
oh
game.
my god.
They have to win the first game. It would be their best
Oh,
option.
yo, are y'all on the right
No,
show?
but you listen.
Are y'all on the right
You're
show,
the
yo? What are
exaggerator. You're the exaggerator. We have to give.
No, you on, yo, the Lavender Wrecked. Yo,
What?
what are we talking
I'm
about here? We're
saying
talking
you
about
gotta.
Philly.
Okay.
Philly is about to go in there like laundry. They will get folded. They will all go chuli luli, and that's it,
They're
bro.
getting
We're talking
washed. They're
about
getting
Philly
washed.
here. We're talking about soft ass emotional Embiid. We're talking about a 62-year-old Paul Poor and fucking maxi pads. We're talking about maxi pads, Paul Poor, and fucking Joel's set fucking yo. What are we talking about?
We
You
just.
know who I listen. What I was gonna say, bro. This is very crazy how Machete is sounding like I was sounding all throughout the season, bro. Now the roles are reversed. You're not seeing that I was you then, but this is different. They discovered Fiverado. They they already in unison. They don't see nothing else. Like everything is oblivious.
That is
All
what.
they
That is what a
is
side
tunnel
means too.
vision to the chip. Tunnel vision is there for the chip, and there is no team on paper, on court, in virtual reality, in AI. No matter what you fathom can beat this New York Knicks team that has now discovered the Fiverado, which leads to greatness within each other. This is just the beginning. This is where I saw them after the chip. So imagine what's coming right now and beyond. Trust and believe. 140 something,
Bro,
beating them by 60.
look, I get it, but
Bro,
the
you
reality,
see, you see what we did. You
that
see,
yes,
bro, they're gonna be too emotionally. They're gonna be too demolished.
we're talking about the reality. The exaggeratedness, yes, you're gonna hit on some points, but the fact
No,
is the
what is?
NBA has gambling. The fact is that it can have. Listen, and listen, as a Knicks fan, I already believe it's a sweep. I've been talking Greasy as well, and I'm not saying that. I said if they have a chance, if there's any game that they would have to take, And to have any kind of momentum or confidence, or it has to be the first game. They just came off win of Boston. It would have to be that game. It would have to be because we would be off 4 days and maybe start off slow, which I think could probably still happen. I don't think, like Michelle was saying, I think we mastered our issues we had. Those bad. Hold on, you've been chibbity. You're gonna make me forget the bad, the bad habits that they've had. I think those are swept under the rug. I don't think they're gonna have that to an extent. As far as the Brunson Hagen, and I don't think they do that. I think they got an understanding for that. Now, could they play bad or slow in the first quarter because they had a couple of days off and stuff like that, and timing? I think that can happen. I don't think they lose the game in any way, but I think they could start off slow because they had a couple of days off and a new team and get used to. I still think no matter what they.
Oh, you and this nigga sound the same way y'all did against the Hawks. This is a whole different thing.
It's a new series.
It's a different thing.
It's a new series and a new team. It's a new series.
It's a different, and we're playing, bro. We are playing at home.
Okay, when you go to your job, when you go.
Garden, Dwight,
you don't examine your job when you go to
garden.
When you go to new job, when you go to new job, you don't examine
garden. It's when you go into the garden, it's too overwhelming for players.
I get that, but
it's
not for all. Not for all of them. There's always somebody.
But what do you think? There's always somebody. Our players.
There's always somebody that goes off in the garden. Always somebody. It's always somebody.
All right,
is that a fact or not? Is that a fact or no?
Okay, and I'm gonna tell you the same way I told you for Atlanta Hawks. The same outcome of the last Atlanta Hawks is what's gonna be the continuation.
And I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. But somebody is gonna play. Yes, that's great. I agree.
40-something in the first.
Okay.
40-something in the first.
I'm not saying. All right, let's go. We'll see it. And again, I'm not doubting them. I have to look at optimistic. When you go to a job, you don't just start looking and be like, oh, we're just going to do whatever. No, you got to examine the job, see what you're going to do, and how you're going to lay it out. Every job is different. Every team is different. Doesn't mean we're not going to beat them, but you have to look at what does this team's strength have, and then how are you going to overcome it. That's
my brother. Okay, if it was the old Macau Bridges, when Knicks.
Hold on. You sound like
I'm saucy.
Hold on. You sound like that meme. Boo. You sound like that meme, brother. Ew, brother. Brother. Ew.
Stupid. Yo, brother, like Nick Siak said. Yo, like Nick, I'm gonna just say one thing and I'm gonna shut the fuck up for the rest of it. I promise. I'm saucy. I'm smoked out. What I'm going to say is, like Nick Siak said, the only thing Philly has is Maxey. When you have Mikal Bridges, like Nick Siak said, when you got Mikal Bridges locking Maxey down off a rip, and you got OG on the other nigga that this nigga's scared of,
check this out.
Whoever you have left is demolished.
Listen, let me give you some
hold on. Last thing. Like I said, if we lock CJ down and double CJ, the rest of the squad will fold. And it's exactly what I said. If you have this shit, they fold it. And everybody's folded like laundry.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm going on mute.
Machete.
I was just looking up the Knicks versus 76ers stats, and it says entering the 2026 Eastern Conference semifinals matchup, the New York Knicks are 116 points per game, holding a slight offensive edge over the Philadelphia 76ers at 115.9 per game. So only by not even a half a point. Having thrived at home, the Knicks at 29-14 ATS, I don't know what that stands for, with a 48% field goal shooting. Key matchup stats show Jalen Brunson leading the Knicks, 26 points per game, 6 or 7 assists per game, against Tyrese Maxey at 28.3 points per game, and returning Joel Embiid for the 76ers. The Knicks offensive averaging 160 in points, Ranked 10th offensively with 37.3 3-point percent, which is has us fourth at 3-pointers. Ranked 10th in offense. 76ers averaging 115.9 points. Ranked 14th in offense with 24.6 assists per game.
Listen,
Rebounding defenses, the Knicks hold a 45.5 to a 43.5 edge in rebounds per games, while Philadelphia records more blocks with a 5.7 to our 3.9. Just real quick matchup history: the Knicks won 3 of 4 matches in the 23-24 regular season, with most matches with their 24 playoff series decided by narrow margins. The betting trends: New York has dominated at home, 29 to 14 ATS, while Philadelphia proved strong on the road, 27 to 18 ATS.
yeah, the last time we played them, the Philly beat us 130 to 119. Pretty even throughout the game. It was 31-30 for them in the first quarter, 35 for them to our 28 in the second quarter, 33 for them, 29 for us in the second quarter, and then 31. This was a while back. So, but I'm just saying, obviously,
Well, was Mitch there?
I'm trying to get to those stats, sir. I'm trying. Maxey played 37 minutes. Had 36 points in that game. VJ Edgecombe had played 41 minutes, had 26 points. Embiid played 33 minutes, had 26 points. Paul George 35 minutes, 15 points, and then Barlow. So they're again. This is what I was saying. They're top heavy at the 5. After the 5, it falls off a cliff for the most part, which is why I said I don't think we have a problem even beating them because of our bench, even though I started I think we're going to dominate them anyway, but I think overall our bench goes from there. Jalen Brunson had 31 in that game. Karl Anthony Towns had 23 in that game. OG Anunoby had 19 in that game. Bridges had 12. Mitchell Robinson did play 18 minutes, had 2 points and 2 assists. This was a while back, a couple of months ago. So, again, he was getting ramped up. McBride played 30 minutes, but McBride had 20 points in that game, which I said I think is going to have a big game. All right, so he had 20 points in that game. He was 6 of 9 from the field goal. He was 5 for 7 from 3-pointers with 2 steals. So he had a big game there. Kolek played in that game, had 6 points in 13 minutes. Clarkson had 18 minutes and 3 points. He was struggling at that point. And even McCullough played in that game. So all that to say, we didn't have the right players at that time, and it was still a high-scoring game. Where now we're at a different echelon. We're at a different league.
Now we have Alvarado. Now we have Sohan.
We have all that plus our defense, and Mo didn't play in that game, and Mitch didn't. He was in rhythm, so there's still a lot to go. Salute to Buzzerbeat in the building. And he says you can't rely on Orlando for shit. he was mad. He was wanting Orlando to beat Detroit. Me too, brother. Me too, and I'm in Orlando. Me too. Salute to Buzzerbeaters.
Yo, but real.
Yeah.
Salute to Buzzerbeater, but real quick, yeah, 2 players of the 2026 playoff in recent meetings. Jalen Brunson had 26 points per game and 6.8 assists. Karl Anthony Towns had 11.9 rebounds per game. Joel Embiid averaged 28 points and 9 rebounds over 4 playoff games upon returning from injury. Averaged 28 points and 9 rebounds over. Damn, my fucking screen turned off just a second. 4 playoff games upon returning from injury. Tyrese Maxey is 28.3 points per game, 6.6 assists per game. The Knicks come into the series in a 3-game. Here's my question I have after this. The Knicks come into the series on a 3-game winning streak after defeating Atlanta, while the 76ers also enter on a 3-game streak, having overcome a 3-1 deficit against Boston in the first round. Mm-hmm. So my question is that who beat a better team, the Knicks or the 76ers?
We did.
Both of us are going on a 3-game winning streak.
We did, because the Hawks was the hottest team in the NBA at that point in time. The Hawks were the hottest team in the NBA. They gave matchup problems to Boston back then as well. Boston is a very good, which to my point that I've been saying the last couple of podcasts, is a team that's been around so long that they know how to play off of each other. So they were surviving off chemistry and what they know. That's why they live by the D and die by the three, because that game that they just played, they shot 47 3-pointers and only made 13. They shot 47. So you live by the three, die by the three. That was their MO. It's not so much that they're a good team. If they're making, they're making. If they're missing, they're missing. The better team overall, Atlanta has a deeper. I can't hear you.
Boston was number two the whole way.
They were. But in the playoffs, the better team was.
Yeah, yeah,
Atlanta got 2 wins.
yeah, but like,
The three. I mean, so did Boston.
yeah,
Got
but
three.
like,
Okay.
yeah, no, like, but like my brother said, playing Atlanta was the best things for the Knicks because Atlanta was the hottest team in the East, and everything that people are saying about Detroit is the same shit they were saying about Atlanta. They're always gonna say some sort of contradictory shit towards the Knicks. It's like niggas like, oh, the Knicks gotta play the Knicks. This is the sentiment that pisses me off about a whole bunch of New York Knicks fans
So I thought he
and
was saying.
y'all niggas
I
too.
thought he was
No,
saying
no,
that
no,
we were
no,
the
no,
same
no.
thing.
You shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up and let me finish. A lot of niggas like, yeah, like, yo, the Knicks gotta play these niggas. The Knicks gotta play the. Them niggas gotta play us. It's all in how y'all niggas be wording that, bro. We not scared of they. Every single
Who
team
says scared?
gotta play us. We not playing them.
We know
We
that.
are the standard. We all set the bar. But
Like,
yeah, bro, yeah,
this is a
bro. These
pregame. This
niggas
is
is bro.
pregame. We know that they're gonna be bread, meat,
Round
and
two. We
cheese.
talking about round two.
The first
We talking
game,
about round
but this is
two.
the first
Is
game
that
of.
what we talking about? Practice. Practice. We talking about practice. Bro, this is practice, bro. We talking about practice. That's what we
All
talking about.
right, listen,
Practice.
my
They
brothers,
knocked
my
us out
brothers.
round two the last time and beat grabbed Mitch by the ankle.
Listen, that's another
Yeah,
team. That's
yeah. They
another
got.
team. That's
I mean,
another
of
team.
course.
That's another team.
What was it out on round two, man?
Like my brother said. My brother
That's
said it.
another
My brother
team.
just said it.
That was another
It's a
team.
whole, bro. This a whole nother fucking team. Even from the last time they played us, this a whole nother team on a whole different level, on a whole different mentality, bro. Niggas is not really fucking with us. Nigga, there's a whole different towns. There's a whole different fucking Brunson. There's a whole different Hart. A whole different OG. A whole different Bridges. This shit is different, bro.
The chemistry is different too.
I
I
This
thought
is what I'm
mean,
saying. This is
I
what
think
I'm
you
saying.
sit down and shut the fuck up
I
for the rest of the
know,
play.
I know we are at the point of autopilot. We
yes.
are here at point autopilot. From now on, this is called point autopilot because this is where they come and do what they do naturally.
But listen,
It's natural.
but we can
It's
agree. We
natural.
can agree that the playoffs and the regular season are two different things, right? So those are two different things. The way the teams play is different. The level of intensity is different. You're not on a back to back like you're on a regular season. You're not traveling as much. Whatever the situation may have been, that when you played them in season, that affected, and whether that win means something or not. Whether now in playoff is a little bit different. And we're not saying that they're gonna do anything to us, New Nick. But still, this is the beginning of the series. So we're analyzing the team of who this playoff Philadelphia 76ers team is, what they accomplished. And Machete, to your point, I could probably say Boston was the better team, but I won't. I'll say Atlanta because Atlanta beat us 2 times with a fully rostered Knick team. Whatever that looks like, they beat us. Boston beat Philly with an injured Embiid for 3 games. And then when Embiid came back, they couldn't beat him. So that makes Atlanta the better team because they beat us and we had a fully rostered team. Whether it was 1 point or not, they beat us 2 times, but a fully healthy Knick team in comparison to what Boston had to deal with. They should have been able to sweep Philly. If they were the better team, they would have won that. So the harder team would actually be the Hawks. That's just it, because that's just the truth. Because they struggle with Philly most of the series. Yeah,
Apparently not. Not with the fucking way we blew them out by 100 points
I,
in 2 games.
I'm just saying because they beat us. That's the only reason I said that, because they beat. Nonetheless, Philly, I don't think it's gonna be a problem for
There's
them.
the
My point.
difference.
I really don't think Philly's gonna be a problem.
No, I disagree.
Hold on. All I was saying to
We
that
did. They
point.
didn't beat us. We beat ourselves because we
I
only lost
agree.
by a point.
I agree.
If we lost by a point, is because, like I was saying, unlike the new Knicks was in denial, it was the team that lost, that blew the game, not the coaching. Even Josh Hart said that.
I agree. Yeah, I agree with you on that. That's why even in the last series, I said the Hawks have to win the first game. Which
And,
you always the first game is always going to
and
be going to
like
win.
Josh, okay, and like Josh Hart said, it wasn't coaching, it wasn't
It was
schemes,
them.
it was
No,
us.
he was saying it
It
was
was not.
the
No, no,
guys.
no, no.
He said it was, when he was saying
Don't.
schemes, he was talking about the coaching.
Don't start backpedaling now.
When he
Just
was
play.
saying, when he was talking about the
Just
schemes, he was
play.
talking about the coaching.
And listen,
And when he was
listen.
saying talking about us, he was talking
All
about the
right,
guys.
we could talk about this
Like I
tomorrow because
said,
I ain't gonna extend this show any longer because you guys are taking this with you guys are sauce. I'm not sauce. I'm sober and I gotta be up in 5 hours. New Knicks tomorrow's game, which we're gonna be live. If you're watching this show now, we'll be after the game. We'll join and we'll talk. We'll see who was on point. Was it the exaggerated the New Knicks? Who's gonna tell you we're gonna go 3-0 and advance? New
I'm
Knicks.
always right.
New Knicks. Your thoughts tomorrow's game? What happens? How do we win? Who's your player of the game?
All right. Just for everyone out there to know, there's the difference between them and us. Yeah, I mean, when we step to the court, we step to the court with confidence. It ain't no maybe we might. Nah. We coming out there, we busting ass. It's brooms out. They at the Garden. There's no way in hell that I don't even think they score over 70. I don't know what the Knicks score, and hopefully we working on that assist. But bro, I'm not scared of
Philly.
Philly. I'm not scared of Detroit. I'm not scared of nobody. Fuck these bird ass niggas. Knicks is winning in 4. Knicks in 4. Knicks in 4.
Who's the
Fuck these
player?
birds.
Who's the player tomorrow? Who's the MVP player tomorrow for us?
The MVP is gonna be Bridges is gonna come out and Schnauzer as well. You're definitely gonna see Deuce. He shook some of the rust
Bro,
out. He had a lot of
I
rest.
said just name everybody.
So
I said
I
pick a
mean,
player. He don't took all my.
just those three: Schnauzer,
That's it.
Bridges, and Deuce. Those are gonna be our key. The rest of them are doing fine. Those are the niggas I need to see elevate.
What does the score look like to you?
162 to maybe like 90.
Okay.
162 to 90.
You heard it here first. All right. Machete, your thoughts on tomorrow? How does it look like tomorrow? How do the Knicks win? And who is the player that you think that dominates tomorrow?
But we gotta contain BJ Erskine. He was a problem, bro. That kid was a problem last time we played him. Along Maxi, of course. I think that our offense might come out slow in the beginning, but it won't start ramping up till like maybe towards the end of the game. But we got to play really good defense. We have to play really good defense in the beginning of the game so that it could ramp up our offense. It could feed our offense later on. So we should go with Cat in the beginning, looking for everybody passing the ball. We need to start passing the ball around faster down the court, and our transition has to go against these guys. I'm looking at for Mike Brown to come up with a plan. Hopefully they won't come out with momentum and give us a hard time. But we should play good defense at the beginning so that our offense can kick in later on. And we need to stop. Everybody need to use Miguel Bridges. Alvarado. Throw Alvarado in there and use everybody we can.
Okay.
We'll be all right.
What is a score in a range?
I don't know. I don't know how to coach each other. I don't know what the score's going to be.
Over
like
under,
I said,
over under. We keep
they
them.
could.
Do we keep them?
Philly could come in and take the first game.
Okay, yeah. All right, you two where Machete's at. Y'all know Machete. You know how my cousin is. He's ready to give you that. So
I don't know. We
buzzer.
come in and our game back at the Garden. We can come in and blow them out by 40 points.
Yo, we don't blow anybody out. Pulse. Salute to Buzzer Beater. Buzzer Beater said, we
Except
should.
for 40 points.
He said we should win tomorrow's game. We got extra days rest, and we should run the offense through Cat. He also says, what concerns do I have about the 76ers, or do we have about the 76ers? My brother obviously has zero concerns about the 76ers. Machete has a trap game concerns. I don't have any concerns. My concern is us having so many.
You said it, not me.
I know
Yeah,
you.
hey, that's
Right? Am I right or wrong? I know
that
Machete.
that's Machete's word of the season.
I know my
Trap
cousin.
game.
That's
Could be a
Everything
trap
has
game.
to trap.
that.
I didn't say it. I was gonna say it, but you reminded me. It could be a trap
Did
game.
I say it? I called
It
it.
could be.
I
Because
know.
people like you. Because of people like you who don't know your enemy. You need to study and know your enemy, bro.
I don't study my enemy. I'm literally laying out the enemy, the whole part of what they could do, and my
Oh,
brother's shooting me, kicking me in the shins the whole time.
Hold on.
World's going.
That's a wild accusation. You telling me that a nigga that was crying in a fucking locker room, looking at the fucking floor, didn't have the fucking balls to give eyes to some fucking cameras
I
and
forgot about that.
this bitch ass nigga? I don't know what is. Nigga, you think I'm scared of a nigga that talks to the fucking floor? Fuck that bird ass nigga. And Maxie, he better bring some pads. And Paul George is a dinosaur. Paul George, the dinosaur.
Look
Fuck
out.
out of here. And not that other nigga. Yo, you don't know who we talking about. We talking about these Knicks now. You thinking about some other Knicks and some other Mike Brown. Mike Brown got the picture. Rick Brunson is right there to say, yo, shut the fuck up, listen to what I gotta tell you, and this is how we run it from here on. I'll let you play in the regular season. I'll let you play in the regular season, but this is our time.
Hey,
I'm
Vito.
not gonna let you fuck it up.
Hey,
Okay?
this
Now
is.
you're gonna listen to my fucks.
Hey, listen. This was a secret. We didn't want to. We didn't want. It was a surprise for you guys. We were gonna tell you guys about it, but I guess my brother has a children's book coming out this summer. It's called Paul George the Dinosaur. You get
Who's that nigga?
it's a kids read along. You get a. He's got a
It's
children's.
a pop-up book.
It's a pop-up book.
It's a pop-up book. All right, look. I'm gonna let you in on the book since my brother put it out there. It's a pop-up book. So when you see Paul George going up for the layup, you see Mitchell Robinson coming and blocking it. So it's 3D. It's AI animated. It has everything.
Oh shit!
You heard Paul George the Dinosaur coming out 2027.
Listen, paperback. You can get the hard copies, the downloadable. Paul George, the Dinosaur is the name of the book. It's coming out. Hey, salute to you guys. So a Misery Loves Company says, "Yo, no more Gooch."
Yeah, hey, he's elevated. I don't know what to call it. I might be saucy and I might call him by his name because right now, listen, all right, I'm gonna give you the reason. I'm saucy.
World's longest
And I
outro.
got so
I've been trying to
much-
close the show for 48 minutes.
Hey, we're gonna honor our guest. Our guest asked a question and I am going to answer it. And like I said, I'm so back in love with my squad that they're in autopilot that he's oblivious sometimes. So sometimes I might say him by his name. It's only because of the sauce. Look, I went through 3 cups, empty. I'm on bird packs. You know what I mean? I'm on Hawk Tui.
Hawk Tui.
I'm on Hawk Tui.
Hawk Tui, bud.
Yeah, I mean, but salute to you. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's oblivious. I got faith in Rick Brunson. I got faith in my squad, and that's where I carry it.
By the way, subscribers, you guys get
Brown
the
is
first
just,
book. You guys get the first access to
Brown is the puppet.
all our subscribers. You guys get the first edition of Paul George the Dinosaur pop-up book. You guys get the first edition.
Word. The first, yeah, the first 500 subscribers all get Paul George the Dinosaur. I will be working on it. You know what I mean? All summer. Well, soon as we grab that chip. Yeah, I mean, and after the parade, because I'll tell you one thing, the the Knicks are going to win the chip, and you will see every single member on the TOF, including Mike the Specialist. We will be at that parade.
We might have to sneak in.
If we like, I can't tell you if we'll be on one of the floating devices.
We might have to sneak in. We might have to sneak in with janitor clothes on. We might have to sneak into the parade.
Like, I don't know if I might come with my own personal boombox and bust out the anthem on the corner. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but we're gonna do something. We will be there.
That's it. We'll be out there. We're loading it up. Appreciate you. That's why you guys tune in. We're chaos with stats. We're chaos with stats.
Yeah, we
control chaos. Well,
and we don't know how to hang the phone up. We don't know how to hang the phone up.
You should see how long our chats are. A gajillion messages. I've been trying to get these guys up. I can't get them off a conversation anyway. This is an extended chat right now. New Knicks, no more. You're on timeout. He never stays in the car anyway.
Salute, I love the chat. I love everybody. Favorado, Knicks on auto. Favorado, Knicks on auto.
For me, I think, and what I was trying to say is I think that 76ers, the only chance that they have, and I believe the Knicks are going to dominate the series. And yes, it is. So his question was, is it championship or bust? That's been a question going around. Is it championship or bust? I think that is definitely the goal. I think it is because we have the deepest team that we've been talking about for maybe 2 hours that we've ever had. We have the coaching, we have the franchise, we have the front office, we got everything is in line. We got the talent to do it, and we're definitely ready to do it. So I think it's definitely our belief, our players believe it, and I think we said it before. We think we're going to win, be the first team to win in-season tournament and the championship, and it's happening this year, and it's about to happen. My point was to 76ers, the only chance is tomorrow. Both teams are on a 3-game winning streak. They're going to come into the Garden. That's the battery on our back. The 6-man with the Garden is almost impossible. My brother's pre-rolling the maxi packs and getting it ready. But I think the Sixers come out aggressive tomorrow, and I think in the first quarter they're going to try to make a run or be aggressive within the first 2 quarters. It may be close. I still think we can go farther than that. But I think they're going to put up a fight early. And I think they're going to try to make a run because we've had so many days off, we're rested. And then we probably start off a little bit slow. But in the second and third quarters, I think we're going to start putting it away. And I think by the end of this first game and the second game, I think we're going to snatch in their souls. I think it's going to be something similar to Atlanta over time, that they're going to give us their best shots, and then we're going to overcome that, and then we're just going to end up taking a 5-10 point lead, and they're never going to be able to regain that, and then we're just going to kill their spirit early. So it could definitely be a sweep. I think it'll be a gentleman's sweep. I think they get 1 in Philly, but I think it'll be a gentleman's sweep, and that's me being kind. That's my kindness. My brother thinks we're winning. We're beating them by 64 straight games, and I think that's very possible. But I'm gonna be, just because I'm hosting the podcast, I'm just gonna give them 1 for shits and giggles. And Gilly the Kid, I've been talking shit in Gilly the Kid's podcast. They're excited, but none of you Philly fans. Let's be real. Not one of you Philly fans believed in your team that y'all was gonna make it. It took to run it back podcast. I watch him. I salute to him. But even him, he was shocked. He was like, "Yo, we won that game," and then he was back on the train for his team. New York Knicks never bounce off the train. We always on it till the last stop, and even then, we ride for our team. Let's go, motherfucking Knicks. The Organic Fanatics. New Knicks. Appreciate you, my brother. The Exaggerator. If you guys don't know, his name is AKA Exaggerator. We call him Mr. Plenty Stats because he gives us plenty stats. Machetazo, coming from work, eating, giving you stats. New Knicks probably still at work, taking a break from work to go back to work. And me, I've been
That
Daddy.
nigga sleeping in the van.
That's it. I'm going to be at work in a couple hours. All right. Salute to my wife for holding it down and not throwing a pillow at me or beating me up. So
Shit, boy, I go to work at 5, nigga.
me and you too. I'll be taking my daughter to school. Anyway, nonetheless, we do this for you guys. Who's the blue collar guys that do this for you? Who gives you these baggy eyes that we give you? The stats that New Knicks gives you. Saucy. Appreciate you. Buzzer beater. Unfortunately, it won't be faux like Moses Malone told Larry Bird. It could be. I definitely think it definitely could be a sweep, but we'll see. We'll do the gentleman one out of courtesy, out of us just being respectful. My brother's always gonna be disrespecting the opponent, and I like it.
And our coach.
I think we hold them under 100 though. I think the game goes under 100. That I will give you. I think our defense hold them under 100. Whatever the numbers is, just for the spirit of Machete, I'm not gonna give you a score. No, I'm just kidding. I think 98 to 110, something like that. I think we still beat them, nonetheless. Machete, trap game for Machete, we still win it, even if it's a trap. It's a trap. We appreciate you guys. I'm
Damn,
gonna
yo, you said
extendo.
Yo, you said 110 at the half.
No,
110 at that. That's fine.
No, 110.98 is what it'll be. 110 would be 220. I see. You know what I'm talking about. Well, appreciate you. I'm going to cut it short because it's not even short. It's like 2.5 hours, and my brother's going to keep extending it. But we appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you. We'll be tomorrow. We know everybody's going to do their shows tomorrow and after, but yeah, ride with the boys. You know what I'm saying? Ride with the true. Let people know. Share some of our stuff. Clip something that you thought was funny.
Hey, hold on. When you start hearing other people talking about Rick Brunson and he's the one that's being...
Let them know where y'all heard it from first, because you guys are the ones that heard it. You know, we've been saying this for at least 5 months, since way before January. We've been saying all of this. Make sure you let them know. Yo, I heard that at the TOF. That's where you got it? The TOF. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. Buzzer Beater, Misery Loves Company, Knicks Yak, everybody. Daniel Berry Sports. What's what I missed? Let me make sure I got everybody. Let me not be disrespecting here. HRM Great. Appreciate you. NYK Brooklyn. Appreciate you. Let me see anybody else we got here. Everybody, who else I got? Johnny Harris. Appreciate you, my brother. Always tuning in. Appreciate you guys. You heard. We out of here. You're
New York City. New York. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, ball, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in, we back.
A minute remaining, Brunson at 3. Back!